Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury, your pontiff, and here I am broadcasting on the Archie Luxury live stream. We're here to make your day great. Make America great again. Make the Archieverse great again. We're here to celebrate the achievements of our days here, guys. Let's run the intro. Hello, how are you, my good friend Weekend?
Hey, it's the weekend. It is Saturday.
Hey.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Every day is Saturday.
Every day is a
Hey.
weekend in the Archieverse.
Yes. So how have you been, my friend? What's going on? Talk to me. What did you do today?
Oh shit! I've been on the phone all fucking day. Stuck on the
What have
phone
you
to
been
customer
doing?
service. Customer service trying to fix some interwebs. Trying to fix the interwebs, and it's been a bit of a nightmare. But it's fixed. It's fixed. Does that
Yes,
make any
that's
sense?
fantastic news. No, that's great. I watched a great video on Japan's evaporated people. These are people who they just disappear. They had enough of
Disappear
life
and go where?
to another part of Japan without family and contacts and things like that. They just want to fuck off.
Oh,
They
like
just
run away,
evaporate.
right?
Yeah,
Run
sort
away.
of. Yeah, sort of like that. Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like running away all the time. Do you?
No, Archie, don't say that. Don't say that. Where would you run away to? Everyone would find you.
I know. That's the
You can't
thing.
run away. We know where you are.
Exactly. Exactly. What's new with you, Lux? Talk to me. What's new? What's happened in your life?
It's kind of a boring one because I've just been busy with work and not this work, another work. and
Yes.
yeah, this boring shit. Boring. I haven't been going out. I've been a homebody. Do you ever get to like be a homebody where you're at home all fucking day, every single day? So I've just been working on my work and editing and wheeling and dealing and doing this, doing that. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
By
I
the
know
way,
what
can I
you're
share something
saying.
on the screen?
Sorry.
Can I share something on the screen?
Of course you can.
Before we do that, though, can we turn on the super chat button?
Sure. Sure, we
Ding, ding,
can.
ding.
Let's turn it on. Turn on the
Please.
super chat button.
Join in.
Turn on the super chat button. Super chat, super chat, super chats. Super
Did you
chat,
see
super
this?
chat, super chats.
Did you see this on the screen?
Yes, what about it?
This Patek Philippe that was sold at auction is now the most expensive watch ever to be sold at auction
Look at that.
online. $5.8 million.
Okay.
How much fucking money do you need to be able to buy that?
I thought some of those Daytonas went for more, but maybe they didn't.
I don't know. According to this article,
What year is this from?
now, like last week. Yeah, 22nd of March, 2023.
Interesting stuff. We've
Yeah,
got
it's a lot of money.
Jean-Claude Biver. Lux is secretly the weekend Lux. Jean-Claude Biver. Actually, I'd like him to come on. I want to talk about cars with him. Jump on. We can talk about best $50,000 luxury car. I'd like you to come on and we could discuss a few horrendous choices. Okay.
I really like Jean-Claude Biver. And I'm not talking about, Jean-Claude Biver in the comments. I'm talking about the real Jean-Claude Biver. Yes. He's a really nice cookie, right? So here we go. This is $5.8 million.
Oh, here he is. Jean-Claude Biver. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Hello.
Hey, Jean-Claude Biver. I decided to bring up some... I wanted to bring up some ridiculous cars to get. Is that okay?
Yeah, do it, man. Let's go for it. Let's have a look.
How do you feel about a slightly used? Let me ask this: slightly used Bentley. How do you feel about Bentleys?
I love Bentleys. Yeah, bring it on. The older and more used and bashed up it is, the better.
So what's your maximum budget? Maximum budget 70, 60?
Let's say 70. Let's say 70.
Remember yesterday we were talking about the servicing costs, and then go to
and the minimum we want to spend is about 45, correct?
Yeah, 45, 50. Yeah, 45, 50. Yeah.
Okay, so I've found some cars for you. Okay, because you said you want a big donk. You want a big donk, don't you? You want a big donk.
I love a big donk.
Is that correct?
I love a big donk.
You like a big donk. Okay, so let's have a look at this. These. Okay, let's have a look.
Turbo R, love it.
So we've got a 1995 Bentley Turbo. Okay, that could. Okay, then we've got a 85 Mulsanne. So
this.
Look at this. 2006. Look at this. Seriously, this is what we want. 2006 Bentley Continental Flying Spur, 12-cylinder. It's a W12.
Fuck. 66.
And I can check this.
What the hell?
Check this fucker out for you. I can check it out for you. Okay, let's have a look. What do you think? How would you like to turn up in this?
It looks like a Rover 25.
Yeah, man. Bring it on.
What do you think?
What would a service cost you? About $5 grand?
Don't be negative. Don't be negative. You go to an indie. We go to an independent, won't we?
Yeah, okay.
We'll go to an independent. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? It's British. Yeah. Beautiful British design. Look at this. Beautiful Bentley. Look at that. The W12 motor.
That's the Audi W12, yeah? Is that right? Or is that
a so look at this. No. It's out. This is part of VAG, Volkswagen Audi Group.
Yeah.
Right? Look at this. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Are they run flat?
So space saver. The Bentley comes with a space saver. Wow.
Yes. Look. Okay. So what do you think? So that's okay. So let's see what else we can get. Okay. We'll just have a look.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jean-Claude, don't do it. Don't do it.
Just be cool. Could you please stop this?
Let's say that white one. Let's say that white one. Let's have a look.
Okay, this is a vintage Bentley. There's another. And look at this. There's another flying spur for 70. Okay.
Dude,
vintage Bentley. Okay. What do you think? Look at that.
That's cool.
What do you think of this?
Nice. The Continental's nice. Flying spur. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it.
Look at this beautiful. Look inside this thing. Look at this. How would you turn up in this thing here? You would be king. You'd be a baller. Look at the interior. Isn't that beautiful?
Look at that color. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah,
the kids in the back. Look at that. Look at the sheepskin floor runners. Look at this.
Jeez.
What's wrong with this?
Nothing wrong with that.
W12. Okay. Okay. So
6 liter or something. 6 liter.
Yeah. Yeah, but a 6 liter W12 twin turbo. What do you want? Twin turbo. That thing would be like a rocket ship. Do you understand or not? Look at this.
I do.
It'd be good motoring. What do you think? This would be good, honest motoring.
How many Ks on this car?
I like your style, Arch. I like your picks. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so that's a little bit of fantasy, right? But you know what? I want to tell you something else. What else we could do for 45 and 70,000? We've got a super chat. Where have you been? Scratchy $2 just to kick off the scoopers chat. What about 16 million, Paul Newman? That's correct, the Paul Newman. What about the 16 million? That was the Paul Newman one.
What they said it was the most expensive online auction.
Yeah,
okay. So now what we're going to do is let's go to a BMW, not just a pissy 3 Series. Listen to me. We want to get a 7, okay? Look at this. This is 7 Series BMW, but W's, right?
Yeah.
Look at this. 7 Series between 45 and 70,000. Yes or no? Come on, give it to me, fuckers. Give it to me, okay? Please. What do you think of this?
Yeah, this is nice. 2016 modern.
Okay, look at this. 2016 7. It's a diesel. It's a diesel, right? Oh,
yeah, diesel, right?
The K's. It's got
227,000.
Okay, that might be a little bit. It still looks the part. Okay. Here we go. 2005. That's probably. Let's have a look. 2000. What's that? That was a 2005. This is a 2009.
No.
That's actually quite nice. 50 grand. What do you think of that? $50,000. Okay. Look at this. 50. What do you think at 2009? Look at this. 7 Series. That's my fucking 7 Series. And you know what, Jean-Claude?
Yes.
I want you to practice. I drive a fucking 7 Series. That's what I want you to practice. I drive a fucking 7 Series. That's what you got to practice.
But it's 14 years old. It's 14 years old.
But it doesn't look 14 years old. Okay, look at this.
Around with my hand on the horn all the time, just getting people the fuck out of the way.
It's very clean.
It's got 67,000 Ks on it. Look inside here. Do your kids want to be cosseted here? Look at this.
Look at that.
It's very clean. Very clean.
It's a nice, clean car, isn't it? Look at this. It's beautiful, isn't it?
They've kept it well. Whoever had that, they kept it in good condition.
Actually, it's got that oyster interior is it's a little bit grubby, but that's just hard to keep clean, right?
Long wheelbase.
So now I want to show you something else. Okay, so let's just so that's 2009. Let's just go back. Let's back the truck up a bit. Just back the truck up. Okay, here's a 2000. Look at this. Here's a bargain. Do you want to see a bargain? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Do you want to see a bargain?
Yes. Yes, sir. Bring it on.
Okay, so let's be
Please,
honest
come on.
there, right? Look at this. Do you want to see a fucking bargain? This is a bargain for you. Okay, I got a bargain. Let me just bring up this bargain for you.
I like bargains. I like bargains. I'm
You
a
like
bargain
bargains?
hunter.
Okay.
I'm a bargain hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Archie's
go,
trying to
right? Okay, here we go. How about this, right? Look at this. 69.99, 100,000 kilometers, 2016. So it's actually quite new.
Yeah, 6 years. Not bad.
Look at this. Look at the alloys. Look at the silver.
Yeah, look at the wheels. The
Look
wheels are
at
really
this.
nice.
Looks fucking amazing. You're a baller.
Hell
You'd
yeah.
be a fucking ball. Look at this. Look at this. You'd be a baller.
Those
Would this
wheels
be a
are cool, eh?
cash purchase or loan, or how's it going to do this?
Cash.
Cash is king.
Cash
Okay, look
is
at
king.
this. So you said you got 50, so you just borrow a little bit. 20, put
Yeah.
borrow 20.
Put a bit on finance.
Look at this.
Why not?
Look at this. Oyster interior. Look at this. Is fucking
Oh.
beautiful, man. Could you see yourself behind the wheel of a 7 Series? And the way you sell it to the wife is you say, honey, I bought this because I want something safe when we're going out with the kids.
You've done this before, Archie. You've done this.
Yeah,
before.
this is what we say. You want something safe for the kids? Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. This is I actually like this model better than the latest. I think this is fucking amazing. It is fucking amazing. It's a 7 Series. Okay, now if you want fuel economy, say your wife, you really want to push the fuel economy, you could also, for the similar money, you could get a diesel. Do you want an oil burner? What would you prefer, oil burner or petrol? Look at this.
Petrol.
This diesel. Okay. You want petrol? Okay. Okay. So I was just going to say, because there's some deals on some oil burners. Because that's a good. It's actually a good motor. Look at this. 2016, under 100. Look at this. Look at this snooty area it lives in. Fuck me dead. Look at this. This is a 2016 740. This is the turbo.
There's a lot of chrome on these panels. See all the chrome work?
Look at this. This is fucking. This is winner chicken dinner. Do you understand? You're a winner. You're a winner. You're a winner chicken dinner. Winner chicken dinner. Look at this. This is absolutely fucking beautiful. 740i. Look at this. Look at the diamond stitching in it.
Yeah,
come on.
Stitching.
Look at this. This is what I'd be buying. You know what? Wouldn't it be
That's
fucking fun? You know what? Wouldn't it just be fucking fun to own a 7 Series? Wouldn't it be fun to have a 7 Series?
What's the major differences between a 5 Series and a 7 Series?
7 Series is bigger car. It's a bigger car. Look at this. Things in the back. What the fuck more do you want in life?
There's that. Have a look. Just that's sick. I love that. Yeah, nice one. Have a look at click on the link I put in the private chat. Bring that one up as well.
Yes, sir. Oh, a 6 Series.
Yeah,
yes.
Different perspective, similar price.
No, but the problem is it's getting older. Okay, and I think the 7 looks better than the 6, don't you?
That particular one there in the black with those rims looks fucking hot. Yeah, I dig that. That's really nice. I dig it.
Yeah, because that's a 13. You understand? It's 3 years younger. It's 3 years younger.
Yeah, right. Just to compare though, just have a look at let's get the punters having a look at these.
Yeah, we'll have a look at what the link things.
Different body shapes, and this one has got a twin turbo V8. Okay. Is this
what you want? Is this what you want, Jean-Claude?
Yeah, I can see
the image that you may not know about. Can I please give you some BMW knowledge? Please, can you listen to me for 5 seconds? Sorry. So can I please give you some BMW knowledge? Can I please give you some BMW education?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you this. It's a beautiful car. However, you want to get, listen to me, you want to get a 40 you know, the end of the model, you want a car that ends in a 40. You don't want a 50. The V8 I'm just telling you, the 6-cylinder, it's a straight 6 twin turbo. It's actually, that's considered the best engine they make. The V8 has a bit of a problem on it. If you look at Exotic Car Place, he tells you the best motor is actually the B58, which is that's in the 340i BMW. Anything with a 40 designation petrol, that's the best motor. Okay.
Yeah.
The V8.
That's what I was saying
I'm telling
yesterday
you-
with that 440. That's why I was looking at that one, the 4 Series. It's a 440. That's got the 3-liter turbo engine. That was the original.
Now the only
one
thing is, can I tell you something?
Mm.
You know, with the E90, it used to be a 335i E90. That was not a good turbo. That was not the good one. The next model, which ended in the 40, that's a much better engine. Okay.
Okay. I'm with
So
you.
I'm just giving you a bit of BMW.
Car talk, yippee. Fantastic. Not.
ABC.
Sirocco, how are you, man? Exotic Car Place. Hey, by the way,
JCB, gentlemen.
Jean-Claude Beaver.
Man, car talk, please.
I came on to talk watches. And
Jean-Claude Beaver, please. That's the car site. It's called Exotic Car Place. He's Canadian, and he gives you advice on the best motor. He actually said that 40 motor, so anything a 40 in petrol is very good. Okay.
Yeah, 40 in petrol. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's what I was originally looking at. Was actually the 4 Series, the 440.
Yeah. Well, why don't like the 3 Series?
Yeah, I don't mind the 3 Series, but I just feel like, you know, everyone's got a 3 Series. You want to be a little bit different, you know what I mean? That's all. That's the only thing. I like
He
that.
doesn't want to be a sheep.
I like the 4-door coupe. Look at that 650. You can see
Okay,
that.
can I bring something else up for you? Can I bring something else up for you, please?
Yeah.
Can I please bring something else up for you? How would you feel about a Mercedes-Benz? Hello, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
What do you think of an S-Class?
Yeah. That's boring.
Hello, how are you? How are you?
Nobody likes the car talk.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, what's that ugly
What the
thing?
fuck's that?
That's a Maybach. A Maybach.
Oh, Maybach. That's weird.
That's pretty weird.
He's doing this now, Lux, because Bear's asleep. Otherwise, he'd come on saying, "What the fuck is this car? Poison!"
Oh, what's with? Come on, guys.
It's super chat poison.
Super chat poison.
This is nearly as bad as Sirocco Sales Yacht. No one wants to listen to that.
Sirocco, how's it going, man?
Wait.
I'm going well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hello, how are you? How are
Not
you?
for long.
How are
What's
you?
happening? I've just come in. I've just come home and saw you were on.
Archie's giving us he's giving us car wisdom. He's giving me car wisdom.
Now, can I tell you so? If you've got balls,
I know you tried to
JCB,
get him onto that last night. I know you did try to get onto that.
JCB,
What's he
if you've
doing
got
now?
real balls, can you buy one of these?
Oh shit! Look at that.
Ghibli.
Maserati! I drive a fucking Maserati! I want you to practice that. Could you imagine at work someone gives you the shits and you say, I drive a fucking Maserati!
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel good?
I'll practice.
No. You should do the Andrew Tate version.
I drive a
What
fucking
color's your
Maserati.
What color's your Maserati? Because mine's blue.
Yeah,
You can't say
like
Bugatti because we don't have a Bugatti.
Hey,
I like
we've
the
got
coupe,
Gary.
the
How's
Maserati
Gary?
coupe.
How's Gary? We've got
the
Gary
car
here.
guy.
Gary.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary. How are you?
Yes,
Nice to meet you. I think it's the first time I've come on your show, but I might have some interesting things here I'm able to show you.
Yes, please do.
I'm
Show
at,
us.
Show
I'm
and
at
tell.
pretty
He's in a
special
car yard.
car event. I'll just see if I can
Yes.
figure out how to switch the camera here.
Yes, sure. Let's give us a look.
Gary, can
This
we
is
get
the sort of
things
thing we're
sent
going to
from
see.
Europe to
Ooh,
you? and
there we
then
Maserati.
go.
Speaking of Maserati, look at this.
Sick.
Is that an
What's that?
Gary,
That's an
MC12?
MC20.
That's the
MC20.
new,
20.
that's the new MC20. As I say, I'll have to
Fuck
figure out
me dead. How dear
how
that
to
is.
switch the camera.
can we get things sent to Northern Ireland from Europe and not have to pay duty then? Watches.
All
I'm
governments
trying
are
to figure out
evil.
how to
They
switch
derive
this.
their power from Satan, the devil. Did you know that? All governments are evil?
Can we get watches sent from Europe to you and then pick them up?
Now we've got it
Here
working
we go.
properly.
Here we go. Archie, have a look at this.
Man,
Is
that
that a
car's
good
sick.
question? Is my question
Holy
relevant?
shit, that is sexy. What do you think of that? How much is it?
Wow.
225,000 pounds.
260,000.
£260.
260,000 out there.
Nice.
Wow.
Holy fuck. That's expensive, isn't it?
So,
You've got
try,
it's got
try
to
and
hurt,
buy it
Archie.
over
It's
here,
gotta
Archie,
hurt.
and it'll be at least
Even
double,
they
double
find the
that.
price point funny.
It's got to hurt.
But I wouldn't buy it in red though. I don't like the red.
Oh, hear that Jag. Fuck, that was nice.
Do you like those Jags?
Love
you like
'em.
Jaguars?
Yeah, love Jags.
You know, Jaguar, you can get some amazing bang per buck in Jaguar. Did you know that?
McLaren.
No, I gotta have a look.
Second-hand
What's this event?
Jaguars.
What's this event we're watching?
Holy
Wow.
shit, they're noisy, aren't they?
Lamborghini.
Holy fuck, what are these?
Audi.
What's an R8? Audi. I love those.
I think they're gorgeous. Those they're beautiful.
Fuck,
Would
look at
you buy
all those
one for
Ferrari-
Rocco?
look at all those Ferrari 812s sitting over there across there. They're fucking awesome, man.
Gary, can you tell us the name of this event, please?
This is at
That's an RS7, that one.
Cars and Coffee. It's a charity event run at the local Charles Hurst Supercar dealership here in Belfast.
C63 convertible.
Cars and coffee.
Cars out of
Belfast.
there, absolutely.
Got a Panamera.
As you can see.
I love the Panameras. They're gorgeous.
I'm not keen on it.
Oh, it's so loud. The alarm's going on.
That's a Lambo. Yeah.
You love a good black Lambo, don't you?
There's
that
an Archie of the
Gallardo?
BMW.
Oh yeah. But that's a fucking what's that
A
one?
Z4.
Is that
Z4.
yeah.
Fuck.
What's that? A TT?
Wow.
Yeah.
I like the Z4s. You know, they're phasing them. Why don't you get a Z? I fucking love the Z4. You know, I want to trade
Oh, a
mine
bit
in and get it.
small.
Oh, fuck. Look at this.
Look at that. What's that?
Yeah.
SF90.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm
Archie,
not a
where
big
would you have
fan
to
of
go?
this Ferrari shape. This the new SF. I prefer the F8 better.
Archie, in Australia, do you have such events like this?
Yeah,
look
we
at-
do. We do. It's just a very cool events.
Look at that F8. That one. That's insane.
Fuck.
Man. That's
These are
sick.
beautiful.
812.
Do you want to own a Ferrari, Jean-Claude?
Oh, who doesn't want to own a Ferrari? Come on, man. Hell yeah. Oh, of course. Love a
Oh,
Ferrari.
yeah.
Any, give me one.
Quick wrist
Anyone.
check, Archie.
Haha.
Quick. Oh, platinum.
Platinum.
Wow.
Boom.
Mr. GMT, $5. Hi to my friend Gary and the rest of the panel. Gary is a panelist on JJ's show Stay Sexy. Wow. Thank you,
Whoa.
Gary.
Welcome.
Fuck
You're very welcome, Archie.
Ferraris. You know, I actually like
Ugh.
these front engine Ferraris. They're just.
Let's be fair, Archie. It doesn't matter which Ferrari you were given, you'd love it, wouldn't you?
I would fucking love it more than you would ever fucking realize. Okay, you know this.
Yep.
I would
Yep.
love it more than you would ever realize in your life. How much I would love it. I would care for it. I would wash it. Hey,
Yeah, imagine what it's like with the BMW, and now
Oh my
imagine if
God!
he
Can
had
you
a
imagine
Ferrari.
Like
how,
to look
how
inside
many
your
times a day
Ferrari,
would he
would
wash the damn thing?
He would have a
You never
toothbrush.
seen it.
car more than you love a prized Grail watch.
He would have a toothbrush, and he'd be cleaning it with his toothbrush.
It wouldn't have
Ferrari
any
or
paint
Lambo?
left. He'd be washing it that
What do you
much.
what do you take? Ferrari or Lambo?
Lambo.
I think
I'd go Ferrari myself.
I'd have to go Ferrari. Yeah.
I could see you'd look really sexy in a Ferrari, Sirocco.
Yeah. Yeah. My
What about a
bank account would.
California? Do you like the California?
I love the California. I love. They don't make it
That'll
anymore.
do.
It's called. It was called a Portofino.
Yeah, Portofino.
Yeah.
With nice tan
It's a
leather
nice looking
interior.
car, the Portofino.
Yes, it
It's a
is.
cool car.
The blonde didn't look too happy, I must admit.
Do you like the new Ferrari Roma?
I like it. Yeah, I like it. It's very
LA
understated.
Mathwich.
Tommy, talking about Roma. Tommy's in the chat.
Oh,
and he's
LA
in Rome at the
Methwich
moment,
says those
and
tires can be expensive. Oh shit!
Yeah, Tommy is a great
Tommy
guy.
says I
Wow.
could go to the Ferrari museum today if I wanted to. Yes, sir.
he's in Rome, I think, at the moment.
Oh fuck!
What's that? A 488? That's a 488. That one.
I love the 488, don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Unreal. Mate, there's some heavy cars at this show, man. What's going on at this place? There's some heavy cars
Yeah,
here,
the
man.
engine.
Wow, look at that.
But Archie, what about all these cars? They're gonna get rusted. Do you see all the water on the floor? Ice cold
Oh,
engines.
yep. Show us that Diablo, Gary. Look at that
Show us
red
the
one.
rat.
Look at that red one, boys.
It's a load.
That-
Oh, that's a load. It's a sorry. It's
Nah,
Lamborghini.
That's
Lamborghini.
a Diablo, man.
Diablo. You don't see that.
That's a killer car, mate. That one.
90s car.
Yeah, that's beast, man. Oh,
Can we go up
love
to the
it.
owner? Can we go up to the owner and ask him to keep it in the garage?
Oh, mate. Diablo VT. What a car. What a car. Yeah, some really nice cars on display here.
Yeah, very, very nice. I'd love to take one of those cars down to like Monaco, Italy, south of France.
There you go, Arch. There's a Beamer. What's that, an M3 there?
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
M3.
Look at the tires.
Yeah.
We'll check the tires out, check the wheels,
Tires. Yeah, let's check the tires.
run flaps.
Shit.
Can run flats.
I'm scared of those
No
tires.
second-hand tires here.
No second-hand tires. I want to put 17 inches on my Beamer. What do you think of that, Jean-Claude?
17s? Why do you want to put 17s on there? What's on
Is
there
it
now?
fucking 19s?
19s, yeah. Nah. Stick with the 19s, man. Once you can't go down sizes.
No,
You
don't
gotta-
go
That
down
Mercedes,
size.
that
It's crap.
W123,
All right.
classic car there.
There's a car for you, Archie. That car would suit you
You'll
beautifully.
you'll hate the look of 17s compared to the 19s, mate.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. If
What was
anything, if anything, you could go 18s maybe, but I personally I would stick with the 19s.
What was that red Ferrari on the corner that you went past? I just saw a quick glimpse. It was on the corner. Yeah, that one there on the corner.
That's a Roma. That's a Ferrari Roma. That one.
I like the old rollers there. Don't you like the old rollers?
Oh yeah.
That's a Series 1 because it's got chrome bumpers. You see that? That's a chrome bumper. Series 1, that roller.
Do Lex or Lux, should say.
They get a bit rusty. Those get a bit rusty.
Thank
Oh,
you, thank you.
360 Aston Martin. Fuck, do you see the Aston Martin?
There was a TBR
Holy-
there.
Oh, Alpha. Look at that. They got an
Alfa
Alpha.
Romeo.
I love Alfa Romeo.
What's that Porsche there, Gary? Is that a
911
turbo?
911?
Cabriolet.
Yeah, is that a turbo?
911.
Is that a
Beautiful.
turbo Cabriolet?
911
Oh.
Turbo S.
Fuck, that's
Well.
expensive. That's
Fuck.
Look at these
expensive.
Ferraris here.
That is sick. Turbo Cabriolet. That's one of the best cars
Fucking
going
hell.
around. Wow.
Well,
Mate, some fucking nice cars here at this place.
They're not cheap, are they?
good.
Can you imagine if you totaled all the cars up together, how much that would come to?
I was just thinking the same, Lux. That'd be fuck. How much?
Yep, big money.
I was about to say as well, no American cars, but you got a Ford Mustang right there.
Yeah. You wouldn't buy. You got 50 to 70,000. You wouldn't buy a new Beamer. What stops you buying a new Beamer? Can I ask you that? What's wrong with new?
I don't know. I feel like I always like.
You're an accountant, aren't you, Jean-Claude?
No, I'm a lawyer, but I like buying stuff secondhand because you pay less. Like you don't get the depreciation. It's like my watches. I like buying them secondhand as well.
No. I understand.
Let some other sucker lose the 20k, and then I'll buy it off him when it's got 40,000 Ks on it.
No. I understand.
Look at these Aston Martins. Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that
Jag
old
XJS.
Yeah,
Into the classics now. Wow.
The Mark
Yep.
II.
Classic.
XJS, beautiful.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
Morris
car?
Minor.
Yeah.
Morris
Okay.
Minor Cabriolet.
Moggy thousand. Moggy thousand. Beautiful.
What's that? What is that old thing? Oh, I love the Z4. Fuck, I love Z4s. You know that?
What is it?
It's a
Morris.
Morris 18.
It's a Morris.
You know what I saw
Morris
the other day,
18.
was an M8, a new M8. Have you seen
I
that?
love. They're sexy, man. I love the M8s. I
Oh,
think the
so,
8
yeah.
series. I don't understand why do they bring out a 4-door 8 series. I don't understand. There should be just a 2.
Are they got a 4-door 8 series? Do they?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, they got a 4-door.
I thought
so.
they were all 2-door.
Okay. Fuck,
Oh, it's
McLaren?
It's a GT40. Look at that.
Holy
Yeah, look at
shit.
Yeah, go up to that one, Gary, the white one. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. These cars are big money, mate. These ones. These Fords.
Big money.
Look at the shape of this car. Look how low it is. It's just one of the coolest cars. It's so good.
Is that,
Countach,
Fuck, look at that.
80s.
Archie, you're coming up to what I think is the nicest car at the show.
911? The Lotus? Which one's your favorite?
This one here?
The Lotus Elise.
No, this is the new Emira.
Excise? Ah, the Emira. Fuck.
first edition?
Isn't this beautiful? Look at the lines.
And they were like, this is going to be a limited run. We're never going to make the GT3 in a manual. Like, yeah. And then they're like, oh, yeah, no, we are. And everyone's like, what?
Have you seen Nico Leonard around?
No, I actually thought Nico might have been here, but I don't know whether he's in the country or not. But this would be where he hangs out. This is where he gets his Ferrari from, or got his Ferrari from.
Yeah. Exactly. What a gold wheel. Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
I found a car for Archie. Perfect car for Archie.
It's a Morgan. Look at that. 3-wheel Morgan. Look at that.
Yeah, you only need to buy 3 tires, Archie. You don't need to buy 4.
How cool is that?
Yes.
That is super cool.
So cool.
I love the color as well.
That's insane. boat tail. It's like I've got a little boat tail going on there.
Yeah, crazy.
Guys, hope you've enjoyed my
Yeah,
tour
thank
of
you
the
for
garage.
sharing.
Thank you very much for showing us around. It's great.
Awesome. Thanks, Gary.
I'll catch up with you guys later.
I love
Thank
that
you.
Thanks,
green
Gary.
on that.
Enjoy the show.
I love that green, don't you? Fuck, what is that?
That's sick, man. That's so
It
cool.
is.
Thank
All
you,
the best,
Gary.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thanks,
much.
Gary. Thanks very much. I wonder what that Morgan's worth. What do you reckon?
I love the
No
moggy.
idea.
By the way, I've just found something else for you, CB. I mean, JCB.
What do you got,
You
mate?
want some good? You want some good bang per buck? Let me show you some bang per buck that's going to make you look at this. Okay, Jaguar, Jaguana. Okay, look at this. 60,000 Ks,
Wait, we can't see
2016.
it. We can't see it. We can't see it.
Okay, sorry. Apologies. Here you go.
It's okay,
Look at
it's
this.
okay.
Look at this. 2016 Jaguar
yeah.
XE, 52 grand. 52 grand.
That's cool.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. Dig that.
2017, 60 grand.
There you go.
XF. Okay, that's cheaper. Okay, let's
Isn't
keep
nice.
going. Okay, that's an old one. You want? Look at this. You want a limousine?
Hey,
2013
big one.
XJ premium long wheelbase, 60 grand. Okay, it's an oil burner.
Yeah.
Oil burner.
No, they're too big. I like the
Okay, look at this.
one? XF or
2005 XE, 30 grand, 30,000 Ks on it, 50,000 kilometers. Look, man, that's in
Yeah.
Victoria. Look at that. How's that not fucking sexy? How the fuck is that not sexy? Can I ask you this?
Yeah, the color's a bit not really my thing, but that car.
I drive a Jag. I drive a Jag.
Imagine that.
What's your favourite colour car, John Claude?
Black.
Let me just
Okay.
say this to you.
This
Could you
is
imagine where
pocket
you
cherry
work?
red.
Don't park near my fucking Jaguar. Just got to practice that at work. Don't park near my fucking Jaguar. Look at this Jaguar. Look at
Jag's
this.
owned by Tata now, isn't it?
Wrong with that.
It's a
The
nice
quality
looking
went
car,
up. Don't
actually.
worry.
Yeah,
The quality
Indian.
went up.
I'm
Indian.
just,
Nothing wrong with that.
Where are they
India
made?
makes-
Are they still made in England?
They're
or they
made in
made
England.
Yeah.
They're made in
Still made
England.
in England.
But the quality Tata, the quality went up. Ford wasn't
It
that
pumped
good
in
to
the money.
Jaguar, okay? Can I say
Yeah,
this to
right.
you? Ford wasn't that great. Look at
Mhm.
this. This is you, man. This has got you written. It's a supercharged, man. Come on. It's a Jaguar. How much trouble could this seriously be? How much trouble could it be? Now, look. Okay, you don't like that color? You don't like that color? Well, here's a better
Ooh,
deal for you.
yeah,
Look
I
at
like
this.
that one.
Now, this is actually less
Ooh,
Ks.
2
Look
litre.
at this.
2 litre.
Look at this. Look at this.
Only
Look at this.
22,000 kilometers.
2016. It's got 23,000 Ks on it. Fuck me dead. You're a young
Basically brand
executive.
new.
Man, you could fuck the bitches in this car. This car here knows no holes barred. Look at it.
Sold. Fucking the bitches.
Look at
That's
it,
what I
man.
want.
Fuck me dead. It's a Jaguar. Look at this fucking blue. The blue is killer. Look at that, man. It's fucking sexy. Come on, work with me. Come
Yeah,
on.
no, that's a
Silence in the
4
courtroom.
pot though. That one.
Yeah, but it's
Arch, we've got this issue again with this clown who came in yesterday.
Oh,
And-
shit, again.
I can't
ban
fucking
him.
block
Don't worry
him.
about it. Why's that?
No, it won't let me
get
block
rid of
him.
this guy,
Whoever
man.
it is, he's got a wrench.
I'll
Please.
block him. Block
You might have
user.
to. I've tried through admin,
Oh.
and it won't.
You
let
can't
me.
because the channel doesn't exist, Archie. Remember what I said to you
Yeah,
before?
this is the same one as yesterday.
This is a different account because the thumbnail
Yeah.
of the user.
If I put him in timeout, I can't even.
You
put him in
can't even do
timeout.
that.
It's
Yeah,
deleted,
Yeah.
Archie. The channel's deleted. I told you earlier.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the same problem as we had last night that I was talking about this morning, Arch.
What happens is they create the channel, send the comment, and then delete the channel.
Yep.
So he will never comment again on that channel because he's deleted the channel.
And he's got a wrench. How the hell's he got a wrench?
What the hell? Jeez.
He's not got keys for StreamYard. He's not coming through StreamYard. because we would see him. He's coming in as Archie Luxury live stream, I think. He's got access to your to your channel and your studio and everything. YouTube studio. If he's hacked you, he can.
But normally it's got 3-phase identification, so it would tell me if someone's logged in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just going to have a look here. Let me just try something, okay? Because it's quite intriguing. It's intriguing. You know what I'm intrigued by.
At least
this
this
guy.
happened live when Archie's here, so Archie can have a look for himself now.
Exactly.
Oh,
this is exactly what happened last night after you went to bed. And Bear was on, and he even managed to time Bear out. And Bear's got a wrench. That's why I'm saying I think he's come in through your channel.
You got to change the password or something to your.
No, I know what I can
YouTube
do.
account.
Well, I tell you, first thing we can do is we can block the word Serbian.
Oh yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's a good idea. All of those words, just block those words because they're all bad words anyway.
Because I mean, Serbian. Well, why would you? The only people who want to mention that are people who want to cause trouble, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he does that. Why do you want to do that? Why does he want to do that?
No idea.
I mean, is that really?
While Archie's dealing with that, we can continue if you want.
Yep.
And what's Nick Miller? Who's Nick Miller? Do you know who Nick Miller is?
Yeah, he's a member. He's been here a while.
Someone's blocked. They banned a few people. Holden Caulfield, he shouldn't be banned, should he?
He shouldn't be banned. No. Nick Miller shouldn't be banned. He got timed out. He was complaining about it. I saw it this morning, I think, or whenever it was.
When were they banned? Today? Yesterday?
No, I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay,
but there's a whole bunch that have been. There's been a bunch of members being banned in the chat, which is just wrong. If you're a member, you shouldn't be.
Yeah, Anthony's correct. Linus Tech Tips did get hacked. I saw all of that.
So what happened?
Linus Tech Tips, one of the biggest channels on YouTube, got hacked about 48 hours ago. I think it was, or today or yesterday, a couple of days ago.
Who's Linus Tech Tips?
One of the biggest YouTubers regarding technology. Basically, some crypto.
He's a tech guy, and he got hacked.
Yeah, some guys that are into crypto, they hacked his account and tried playing all these crypto videos, live streams.
Oh, I see.
You're a car guy, Lux. What do you think of the Jag?
I'm not that big of a car guy, to be honest. But
okay, I've just blocked a few keywords. Can I tell you this? Get the 4-banger. Get the 4-banger. Look at this. Look at this. This is a bargain. It's a 4-banger. Okay. Get the 4-banger.
Oh, really? Really?
Sorry.
4-banger. Really? No. Can't.
Okay, let
can't
me have
do
a look
it.
at
you got to look at the maintenance cost as well.
Can't do it.
Look at this. 2000. Let me show you this.
I've got a 4 now, and I want to.
2019. What do you got for? What car you got now?
I just got a Mazda 6. So
they're a great car.
It is a good car, but it's getting on in years. It's about 10 years old, so it's time to move it on. So that's why I'm in the market.
What was that? Move one up above that white one.
That's
What's
a
the next
Jaguar
one
XE.
Up again. Up again.
Look at this. Actually, this is perfect for you. Look at this. 56,000. This is a 6-cylinder. Look at this. What do you think of this?
Nice.
Fuck me dead. $56,000.
Fuck.
What do you think of that? Is that you?
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's the right color as well. White is the best. It's beautiful.
White is beautiful in this Jag. Look at this.
Yes.
With the red interior.
Wow.
Go. Fuck.
Oh, there you go.
Red
John
with
Claude.
black
That's you, mate.
Fuck. Come on. Can you buy it? Please do it today.
Do it for Archie. Let Archie borrow it on the weekends, okay?
What do you think of this? This is fucking, look, it's got Jag.
What do you reckon of that? That's beautiful.
Yeah, I like it. I like the interior. I'm personally not a big fan of white cars, but on this one, I like it. Yeah, I can dig it.
I love white
What's your
cars.
favorite
I
color?
think they just look fantastic.
This
Look at
is
that.
fucking
They're beautiful.
sexy. Sirocco, this is. Why don't you get a Jag?
It's
He's
You
on
always
Tell you
wanted a
what,
Jag,
color.
man.
that's freaking tempting. I've got to say. Where is it?
Oh, sorry. You want me to tell you
John
what that
Paul,
one
be
is?
careful. Sirocco's going to
That one
buy it
is
before
in
you do.
Victoria. It's in Victoria.
I got to scoop in.
Nick
I don't.
Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sirocco is
It's in
like, where is it?
Victoria.
I'm going to buy it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got to go. Yeah, I'm going to go check it out.
Oh, check 1965 Jaguar. There you go.
Well,
This
Cannon
Mark
interior.
II. Mark II. Look, Mark II. It's a 3.4. That's the 3.4. Oh, it's just beautiful. You know
I
what?
remember
I think
my dad was going to buy a Jag. I remember late 80s. I reckon.
and what happened?
He brought the catalogs home. I remember he brought the catalogs home, but he never pulled the trigger. And he was going to get a Daimler, like
What sort of car did he have, your
a
dad?
Daimler. He had a Mercedes. He had a 280 SE. He bought that new in 1985.
my dad had one. Same age.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he had an S class, and then
Yep.
he was going to upgrade the S class to a Jag. I remember back in that sort of the late 80s.
But he did.
But
He kept the Mercedes.
that never happened. So he what he did was he got into vintage Mercs after that. So he actually went backwards and he got a 450 SEL W116. So it was a 1979 model. He got one of those.
Yep.
And then he got a so he had that for a long time, and then he went crazy and got a CL 500 coupe. 2000,
What year?
2004. It's about like a 2004 model or something like that.
Was it nice?
Fucking unreal. He's still got it. It's a great car. Yeah, he's got
that
3
right?
Mercs at the moment. He's still got the 79.
Yeah.
Because that's my birth year, the 79. So he's keeping
Yep.
that for me, that one. And
Yeah.
he's got a 420 SEL from 1990, I think it is, like the last.
Oh, that's a W126.
A W126, correct? Yep. With
Yeah,
the-
I
with the
actually
V-
love.
with the V8.
I love the 420 SELs. They're a great combo. What
Yeah.
color is that?
It's smoky silver.
Oh, beautiful. Because
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
a really,
people
really
talk
nice
about the
car.
560 SEL, but in Australia, the 420 was the top until the 560 came out. You know that?
Yep.
Fuck, he must
Yep.
have earned a quid to bought a 420 SEL. They were he bought that new or second hand?
No. He bought it second hand actually, and a mate of his sold it to him for really cheap. So he paid like I don't know, 10 grand or something for it, something crazy. And this is not long ago. He only picked this up maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So he's just.
And what did your
his friend
dad
was
do?
trying-
He had a 280 SE, did he?
Yeah, he was an obstetrician. So he was pulling in the big dough in the 80s. So yeah,
Yeah.
when his first nice car was the 280.
What color?
Lapis blue.
Do you remember the car?
I fucking oath I remember it. I love that car, man. That was like, man, he used to drive us around in that thing. It was like it was so good. Like it was our family, it was our car, you know, like it was this thing that brought us together driving around in this car. It was
What color
unreal.
interior?
It was tan. Like I know
Okay,
it was like
beautiful.
creamy color. And he got the sheepskins. And I remember going with him to the place where they installed the sheepskins. Like he took me with him, and we sat in the lobby of the place, and they put the sheepskins on, and then we drove home. It was awesome. Yeah, it was really, really cool. It was just a fucking great car. Yeah, it was cool. It's something like, you know, my dad, like he's a car guy and he's a bit of a watch guy, so he loves his cars. I was telling Sirocco the other day about the watches and stuff, but yeah, he's got 5 cars. He's just one dude and he's got 5 cars. Like he doesn't need 5 cars.
What does your mum
man.
think of them?
She loves them because she goes out. She hates the fucking rego bills and the insurance
Yes.
bills, but yeah, she loves it, man. She's like, whatever makes you happy. She's cool, mate. You know, she's just like, she had cancer sort of early 2000s. So ever since
Oh.
then, but she got through it. But ever since then, that just gave her this perspective on life, which is like, fucking life's short, mate. Enjoy it. If you got the money and you can do it, just do it. Whatever makes you
Does
happy.
your dad still work now?
He does about 1 day a week just to keep himself occupied. Yeah, does a day. Otherwise, he'd go crazy because imagine like when you're a doctor, you get your value in your life is making other people better. You know what I mean? Like that's the
And
thing.
buying expensive cars.
Yeah, but but if you take that away, like if you're not out there helping people, then you sort of start going. Well, for him anyway, he'll start going.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, so.
Holy shit! What a great life, hey?
Yeah,
you never went into Porsches or two-door Mercedes.
He got the coupe, the CL500. That's a coupe.
Oh yeah, the CL. Yeah, never an SL. No SLs.
No, not SL. He's not a convertible guy. He's just like he likes the coupes. His actual daily driver is a Toyota Land Cruiser Sahara, like the top of the range Sahara. That's what he sort of drives around on the daily.
You know what I don't like is the fact that I always love the Z4. I love the SLK. I love the Boxster.
Yeah.
And Mercedes has stopped the SLK.
Have they? Okay.
Yep. They're about to stop the Z4. And it's not that I didn't want one before. They weren't practical. I had kids and that. And by the time I can get one, they don't make scratchy $2. Why are we not talking watches and wonders? Watches days before, because we like to talk cars. Scratchy, come on, and we can talk anything.
Have you ever had a convertible, Arch? Did you ever own a convertible? Did you ever own a convertible?
I had a Pagoda I was looking after it for a bit of time. I sold it.
Fucking Pagoda.
Yes, it's 1965.
230, 250, or 280?
230 SL.
Fuck. Okay, that's one of the greatest cars in the world at the moment. But do you know how much those things are going for now?
$250,000. When I had it, I could have bought it for 45,000. I sold it for 50.
Oh man. Fuck.
And that was only 10 years ago. That was 2009. I sold it. I sold it 2010.
It's also like saying I could have bought Bitcoin at $1 10 years ago.
It's true.
It's the same thing, right?
Yeah,
we don't know the future.
I could have bought a Paul Newman Daytona.
Yeah, if we know the future, we'd all do all these things.
Yeah. But they shot up. They just went through this time. It was like a 2 or 3 year period where the value just went fucking boom like that. And they went crazy.
I must say, I wish in hindsight, I always played it safe and I bought watches and then they were fucking burgled from me. I wish I would have bought a few cars and fuck around with them. You know what I love cars.
But I like this comment from AMG Arch.
Believe it or not, I only had intimate relations in the back of a Ford Capri convertible.
How
I can
did you
confirm
manage
that
that,
it's possibly, but very difficult due to space. He's talking about the English Capri, not the...
No. He's talking about the Australian bloody...
the convertible. It was a convertible
pile of crap.
I remember the Ford Capri. Do you remember them?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, my mate
Wasn't
had
it
one.
based on a laser or something?
Well, it came out. Okay,
like
let's be honest. Okay, so let's just back the truck up. The Capri and also they had the MX-5. They came out at the same time, right? So they were both based on 323 or laser type mechanicals. Okay, they had an XR2 Capri, which was actually. They had the XR2. I thought,
how did AMG manage that in the back? He must have had a flexible girl, I'll tell you that. Either that or it was just his hand.
Sat on the boot. Bent her over the boot.
I like those Capris. Did you have a friend who had a Capri? Who had a Capri?
Yeah, mate of mine had the fast one. It was like
the XR2.
Yeah, that's the one. The XR2.
That's the one AMG had.
I don't know if it
And
was fast, but it had XR2 on it. Yeah, I don't think it was actually fast. Yeah.
It was faster
I've got to
than
jump
the
off.
original
I'm
standard.
actually going to jump
Okay.
onto another channel to join Thomas Burnett on his stream. So I'll catch up.
Hey, no
Maybe-
worries, man.
Thank you,
Love you,
Jean-Claude.
man. It's far
Thanks,
more fun
Jean-Claude.
to talk cars. It's better to
All
stay
right.
here and talk cars. I got some more cars for you.
I'll
It's
come back
okay.
and talk. Thanks for pulling those up, Arch. I'll come back and talk cars.
No worries.
See you
maybe in
soon.
an hour
See
or
you
two.
soon.
Yeah, see you boys. Good talking.
Thank you.
Take it easy, John-Claude. Cheers.
All right, boys.
Cheers. Wow, look at that.
You know what? You know what? My favorite. These are horrendous, right? Don't say anything to him. But those Jaguars, you're asking for trouble. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Okay, there's a good reason. There's a good reason these Jaguars are so much cheaper than BMW. You know why? You know why, don't you? You know why, don't you? You know why, don't you?
Super chat.
Scratchy, $5. We can talk cars anytime. Watches and Wonders is the biggest event of the year for folks. So, okay, Scratchy, you're right. Oh,
He is
Anthony
right.
Napoli. My sister had a Capri Turbo.
I'll bring you some stuff about Watches and Wonders, okay?
Sure.
This
Can I
is just
bring-
predictions. Sorry, yep.
Sorry, I was going to show Sirocco something. Could I show you something, Sirocco?
Yeah.
I always like these. They had a problem with them with the
Can't see it,
the,
Archie. It's gone. It's not there.
I'm bringing it up. Just hang on.
Oh.
They had a problem. They had a problem with the fuel. They had some the sulfur in the fuel had some problems with these. But I thought this was when Ford owned Jaguar. Look at this XJR. What do you think of that?
It's
Early
beautiful, but they were shit.
2000.
Yeah, but as you say, they weren't that great. They're
How do
beautiful.
you know they
looking.
were shit? How do you know they were shit?
I've
they
heard
leak?
stories.
Sorry?
I've heard
they
stories. That's when Ford owned them.
Yeah, and they had the problem with the sulfur in the fuel. They had head gasket failure and a lot of. It's very 90s interior. Look at that, very 90s Ford interior. But look at it, Jaguar. Look at that Jaguar. What do you think?
I mean, I think they're a great looking car. Yeah, you're spot on. I think they're beautiful. But would I buy one? Absolutely not.
No, you wouldn't buy one.
No.
In
I used to talk about this shit with my dad when he was alive, you know. And,
what did he say about them? What did he say?
Exactly the same thing. Shit.
They look beautiful, but they're garbage.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even BMW, one thing the Germans do, you can shit on the BMW all you like, but they do work for 100,000 kilometers, then they fall to bits. See the German, you know, whereas the Jaguar, it starts to fall to bits, even though, you know, I don't know what it is. Okay, I'm just telling you. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Now we've got Sirocco. We've got now Lux reporting on Watches on Wonders.
This is not my prediction, okay? This is another website's prediction. They're saying possibly. Yeah, have you seen this article?
Yeah, I did. I had this on my stream today. But bring it up. These are this is the bronze honeycomb. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I really like that. That's really nice. But I wish it wasn't 36. I wish it was like 40.
Oh, look at Sirocco. Look at Angelic Slayer. Jag Lemon. What do you mean by that?
I
don't think he likes them. I think he said they're a lemon, and he's spot on. They were. I think the newer ones.
Not as bad.
Okay. One of my mates who I've known for 40-something years, back in the oil country, he's got a what the fuck is it? F-Pace, I think it is, and he loves it. Swears by it.
An F-Pace.
F-Pace, something like that.
Oh, the SUV, the Jaguar.
The SUV. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a nice car. Really nice car.
It's a beautiful. I love cars. You know that, Sirocco?
I would never have guessed that, Archie.
Yeah.
What's your favorite car, Archie, in the whole wide world?
Pantera.
Oh no, I would say, I'll be honest with you, I would love
these watches. Let's take down the
I would love a Bentley now. Okay.
A new Bentley or a vintage Bentley?
A new Bentley.
New one. How about a Rolls Royce Wraith? New one.
Yeah, that could be a go, isn't it?
I'd reckon so. I watched this thing. I saw this thing on TV the other day. Brian Johnson from ACDC. He's doing a car show, and he
Yes.
did a few weeks ago. He did the history of the Mini.
Oh yeah, I've seen that
And-
series before.
Yeah, and then the other day, it was last week. It was Bugatti, and they were some freaking awesome cars. He was in Bugatti's museum, and he got to drive all these things and got driven, and then the other day he was in the Rolls Royce place and got to go out. He couldn't drive it, but they took him out in the prototype race pre-release.
That's so cool. Isn't that cool or
Yep.
not? What do you think?
What the hell is that? What a horrible.
This is
horrible,
the
horrible
old Bentley.
car.
This is a Rover 75 that kind of looks like a Bentley.
I
What a
love the
horrible,
Rover
horrible
75. I love the Rover 75.
I hate them. I fucking hate them.
Horrible.
I absolutely hate them. Look at the interior. It looks quite nice. Actually.
These
All
were
the
for
wooden-
middle class people to buy. You know that you had made it in England if you had a Rover 75.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was the middle class, man. You were
I got
middle,
wood
middle.
interior. So
But
I know.
that was coming to the end of
That's
Rover,
when
and they weren't
BMW.
very
Oh
good.
no, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't think many British.
Yeah, my man had a
Nasty.
couple of Rovers back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Had a 3,500, and then then that hatchback
Oh.
thing, which he
SD1. It's called an
yeah,
SD1.
that's it. Yeah, that's the one.
I
That
think
was
I've said
so.
this before. I've said this before, but my grandmother had a Rover Metro.
Oh,
It's like a 900.
well,
CPM.
in the early days, they weren't even Rover. They were Austin and Morris again. They were Austin Metro.
Yes.
Very
You're
Racing
right.
green.
Yep.
Metro.
Would you buy? What are you looking at with cars now?
Who? Me?
Hmm.
I'm not even bothering. I've just spent a lot of money on the boat. I've just booked all my trip to the UK and the United States. I'm going in May, so that's cost me a freaking fortune for that.
Have you completed your refit? Is it finished now?
Yes. Oh, except they took my air conditioning unit away the other day, so just waiting for that to come back from being
Nice.
repaired. So
Wow.
that'll be good. Right at the end of summer, when I don't need air conditioning, I'm getting it fixed.
That's at least you get it fixed for next time.
Well, what we
You ne-
found
you-
out
you never-
was with
Yes.
the problem with it, I would have had no heating this winter. So because it was a reverse cycle, so I'm getting that done as well, and then
Here's a question.
hopefully that'll come back in a couple of weeks, and then May the 14th, I fly out of Oz.
Where you going?
I'm going to the UK for a couple of weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Coming to see
United
me
States
in
for-
Brisbane before you go. I want to see you.
It's a possibility. I've got to do a bit of shopping and probably go down. I might go down to Brisbane and just do some
I'd like
shopping
to
then.
see
Yeah.
you. I'd like to see you.
Yeah, we can get the Bluesy Brothers together.
Sounds like a woman, like a girlfriend.
He does, doesn't he?
I'd
Sounds
like
like
to
a
see
woman.
you.
Hello, I want to see you again before you go.
Yeah, please, before you go.
Please, please.
One last fuck, okay?
You can buy me ice cream.
Can you get me that Louis Vuitton perfume before you leave? So Archie, what you looking at?
He's looking at his car. He's looking at his car, isn't he?
Show
I
us.
gotta tell you guys.
There we
I
go.
gotta tell you.
Look, he's
Shit,
not paying
BMW.
attention. He's looking at his car.
2021 BMW.
It's his car.
I was
Hey,
just
are
having
you
a look what
putting
they
it
were.
sale?
I was just having a look at how much they
There you
are.
go. That's his actual
go.
car. He's got the.
Similar,
That
similar.
It's for sale.
It's for sale.
Oh, wait.
No, that's not mine. That's not mine.
Wait. Look at the advertising on the right. BMW 3 Series. In the last 6 months, 80% of our premiums have gone from 762 to 2,000. Fuck, that's expensive. Car insurance is expensive in Australia.
Cars are ridiculously expensive over here. It's all the tax.
My insurance in Thailand is like 1 year for the Mazda 3, full everything. Like, even if I scratched it myself, they would pay for it. It costs like in Aussie dollars. To Aussie dollars. About 500 Aussie dollars for a whole year, fully everything.
Wow. What's your rego, Arch, on yours?
I pay every 6 months. It's about $400 every 6 months.
So about 8.
Because it's only a 4-cylinder. So 4-cylinder, it's cheaper rego, you know.
I know. I'm 12, 13.
Hey, we got Mr. 60 here. Hey, boys. How you going?
How's it going?
What's going on, boys? How's things?
Mr. GMT, how are you, mate?
Fantastic. I've got a head cold. I'm rocking and rolling.
You've always got colds. What's going on?
My son's bloody bringing him home. I don't know. He's kissing too many girls.
Tell him to stop bringing them home.
Fuck me.
Tell him to leave those wenches at home. I mean, sorry, at their home.
Louis Vuitton. You got Louis Vuitton behind you. Arch.
No,
what's going on there?
I was trying to get the box fixed.
Is it going to happen or what?
Trying to get it. They're ringing me back.
They must have seen it and said, "What the fuck happened to this?"
What the fuck? Yeah, we'll see.
Oh man.
What can you do? Tell me this. What can you do? How you been, man? What's going on? Talk to me. What's going on? We had a good show last night.
Yeah, it was great.
Henrik was here. That was I went to school with Henrik.
What happened to the show, Arch? I noticed it disappeared.
Just because of that thing that happened with that asshole.
Okay, right.
You know.
Yep.
You know, I just thought it'd be risky. You never know what these fuckers. They're always causing trouble. You know, I don't know why they do that.
Troublemakers.
Yeah, just wonder who it is, and I seriously believe that you've been hacked and it's come through your channel, your account.
It's
how else can they have a wrench?
How can they get the access?
Yeah, how do they get wrenches? That's the thing.
Well, that's the only way they can do it. They give themselves a wrench, unless it's someone. No, because yesterday. A normal wrench. The only one person who can ban or time out a wrenched person is Archie. Not even admin. If you got admin keys to run a show through StreamYard, you haven't got that access. You've got to have access to the YouTube studio and Archie's channel to be able to ban and time out a wrench. I believe. You know, in fact, I'm going to do a test now because I'm just going to put a little dot in YouTube. There we go. Dot. Oh, Professor. Let's see if I can ban myself.
Hi. First of all, good evening to Mr. GMT.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Yes, GMT. Yes.
Χρόνια
πολλά. Χρόνια πολλά. Today.
Well, there you go. I just banned
what
myself.
What the fuck? How you banned yourself? What the fuck?
Yeah, I just timed myself out.
Bravo.
Hello, Professor.
Hello.
So that's really confused me now because.
Can I time myself out? How do I time myself?
I just timed myself out.
I can't time myself.
Αυτός έχει παλαβώσει πάνω στο καράβι με τον άλλον.
Have you guys actually timed yourself out for real now? Did you actually?
Yeah, I just did. I just timed myself out, and I'm just going to time someone else out now.
Damn.
Okay.
Can you time me out, please?
Everyone wants to get timed out. Hey, who
You
wants
want
to
to
get
be
Archie,
timed
timed
out?
out as well?
are
Okay.
you,
Yeah, there you go. Oh, hang on.
Archie?
No, I've got to do you
Yes, sir.
through StreamYard.
Hello.
Are you getting ready for watches and bankruptcies?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
Lux.
exactly right. You hit it on the head.
Thank you.
Watches and bankruptcies.
Yes. You're right there. You're really right there, Professor. You don't need how many fucking watches? You don't need a whole stack of watches, do you?
No, you don't. You don't. Yeah, yesterday I was at the airport. I couldn't do, the mystery shopper again because one,
Hmm.
it was after the time you guys with this who did a wonderful job had completed the program, but I didn't want to go through embarrassment,
That's
self-inflicted
okay.
embarrassment once again. But the lady was there, but of course I went and I did my tour, and they gave me the usual spiel. Oh, we need to
Yes.
have this garbage history with you. I tell them, by the way, this is your firm, Watches of Zimbabwe, that makes these things. If you go to Rolex Boutique Geneva, they're not going to tell you we want to get to know you.
Mm.
They will put you down, but you will never get the watch equally.
Yes.
So at least they give you a dream. These dealers, they tell you, yes, yes, but we need to get to know you. First, buy the garbage, and slowly, as you buy the garbage, you will buy more garbage. I said, do you have anything I can buy, for my lovely girlfriend? She said, I have you down for your wife. I said, yes, yes, my wife, forget my wife. Girlfriend. Now we go for the girlfriend. She said, I have a two-tone if you want to buy it now. I said, well, I don't know, what about myself? She said, listen, I can get you a Yachtmaster right now. Yachtmaster delivered for you. I said, no. Yachtmaster, you will release in 2 days another Yachtmaster. She said, really? I go, yes. She said, I go, I know. I was BSing her, but I said,
Yes.
listen, I mean, this is going ridiculous. You guys keep on telling the same story, same dream, same garbage to people. People will get fed up. I mean,
So she
if I
said
come here,
she'll get you a yacht master for real.
yeah, yes. She said I have it in the back. I can give it to you. Also, I have a two-tone for your wife. I said, forget the wife. Wife, no, no. Now, mistress. She said, if you give me a couple of weeks notice, I'll get you at least one of the watches you're down for. I said, yeah, but I'm down for steel. They just she said, no, no, this one, nobody can get it. It will take you 2 years. I said, okay, okay, Anyway, but watches and bankruptcies, going back to the point is that, yeah, I think you need one watch, two watches maximum,
That's
and
right.
you're good. You're good to go. I earlier on young Brando's Lord's stream because I
The one
woke
where
up
you were
early.
ignoring me? Is that the one?
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't ignoring you.
I know you weren't. I know.
But I was trying to do toilet pee pee and all of that before going out. So, so anyway, and I said this guy was there, Kangaroo, Mr.
Swinging
Kangaroo.
kangaroo, Arch
Yeah,
swinging kangaroo.
a young guy. I said to him, listen, man, save your money, buy something, buy a real investment. This is for garbage, in a if we have a bank collapse, because this is my real worry, Archie, to get a bit real, is that we are having some serious issues in the banking sector.
Yes.
The Chancellor of Germany announced yesterday that Deutsche Bank, which is the crown jewel of German banking, is fine. And
Yes.
when politicians tell you it's fine,
It's not.
exactly. So in Switzerland, I'm currently in Zurich. Um, there is this huge takeover between UBS and Credit Suisse. It's a forced merger because UBS doesn't want Credit Suisse.
Hello?
But you can't let Credit Suisse go bad, but you know that.
He's disappeared, Arch.
Maybe his line's bugged. That's the government cutting him out. They don't like.
What the fuck?
Sorry,
They don't like-
You turned into
I'm
a
back
conspiracy
again.
theorist.
Okay.
Sorry. What did you miss? I was cut
Yeah,
off. The
you got
Swiss.
cut off. No,
You got
Credit
cut off by the
Suisse.
government.
Credit Suisse itself. There, it's incredible. I thought Credit Suisse was a very, and that the German bank, Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche.
Yeah,
On
fucking-
Friday on Friday the share price of Deutsche fell by
fell
14%.
95%.
14% in one day, which is quite significant for a German bank.
Damn.
So I think the Swiss will end up having a lot of chocolates to sell and watches and no banks.
Oh shit.
So there is a serious concern. Plus, in the U.S., Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen said that they will not necessarily bail out all the depositors in all the banks, which means that above a threshold, if you have $1 million, they'll help you get your money up until 250,000. With the Silicon Valley Bank, they supported all the depositors. This is odd because usually not all depositors are supported. There is a threshold and there is a moral hazard. Ethically, they cannot help the rich people and the poor people, right? They should help the poor people. So there is something going on, all I'm trying to say, in the banking sector worldwide. And we're going to end up watches and bankruptcies, a lot of chocolates, a lot of watches, and people going around talking nonsense. And don't trust your politicians.
And it all
When they
comes
go
down
out
to
and,
power.
yeah. Sorry, Lux?
It all comes down to power because this, again, this is people would say conspiracy talk, but I think they've wanted a new monetary system for a very long time. And this
No,
is
there
their
is no, it's very difficult to get a monetary system because they bailed us out in '08 by printing a lot of money. And now they don't know what to do with all this money roaming around. They have people buying watches. And this cannot continue. People cannot keep on buying watches, cannot keep on buying useless cars, and asset prices to keep on going up, plus inflation, zombie banks with zombie politicians telling people that everything is fine, and the labor market being red hot. There is something fundamentally wrong. There is something really wrong going on globally. We were talking about this the other day, guys. Remember, Archie? You said, or whoever was maybe General Sad that I dearly miss always. That said, how can we afford these things? Well, something happened. 10 years ago, we couldn't pay. I think it was Jonathan. He said, how can people buy these day dates? They're buying them like lollipops nowadays. If you buy a souvlaki, it's like buying a souvlaki. You buy a souvlaki, you buy a day date. In my days, it didn't happen, guys, where ordinary people bought super expensive watches and assets and values gone up. We're buying now, middle class people are buying Ferraris. This is not for middle class people. They're not supposed to get these goods.
Yeah,
I know
I can
I'm throwing a lot of things at all of you. I'm not trying. There is no right or wrong, but there is something really wrong going on here.
All I'm concerned about is buying food.
Even that, GMT, you're right. Even that is becoming a luxury. Things are so expensive. We are being told there isn't enough fertilizer for the world to go around and help produce agriculture goods, commodities. They tell you gold is a safe thing, but if you have a crisis, what you gonna do with gold? A lot of people yesterday were asking me, "Hey, professor, what will I do with my money? Is it safe in Credit Suisse? Is it safe in Switzerland? Is it safe in Germany or the UK? Is it safe in Singapore?" I don't know. What's safe anymore? If you buy gold, is it safe? What do you do with gold? You're gonna sell it and buy what? A loaf of bread? When you buy a Daytona, Daytona, safe investment. Safe my ass, it's an investment. The Swiss were safe, right? The Swiss banks were the safest in the world. and now they're left with chocolates.
That's right.
And watches.
But this is why I say, I think, okay, this is only my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right or whatever. I think it's an engineered collapse to bring in a new monetary system.
Maybe Bitcoin. Listen, guys, Bitcoin 28,000. Stock markets are falling. Bitcoin is going up. I don't know what's going on. It's really odd. And here we are talking about watches and bankruptcies.
Very depressing stuff.
Don't know what to say, really.
It's not
It's very.
it's reality. It's reality.
Yeah, but when you think about it, if you don't think about it, it's not depressing. Once
Yeah,
you
but
start
no one
thinking
thinks about it. That's the
depressing.
problem. The average Joe doesn't want to talk about it and doesn't want to think about it. I think
That's
about
true.
all this stuff every single day.
There was a saying that guy I heard the other day saying to me, don't think about the past, you'll get depressed. Don't think about the future, you get anxiety. Just think about today.
Yeah, yeah, it's anyway, back to watches and dreams.
No, I think it's good what you're talking about. It's makes people think.
Yeah, there is something that is not.
The problem is, Lux, everyone in the audience is thinking about it, and they're starting to think, and they're not actually super chatting anymore.
No. Okay, so
yeah,
here we go.
yeah, please.
We can
Yeah,
fix
that's
that.
right.
Archie, oh
Guys.
shit.
We can fix it. Guys. Your money's going to be worthless. Your money is going to be worthless in the next so many months. So throw the money to Archie before it's worthless, okay?
Thank you, Lux.
Support our pontiff.
Archie will look after it for you.
Yeah, he'll look after it.
Archie, is there going to be a trip with Bear? Yesterday he was so nice.
We're hoping there can be. We just got to see.
He was so nice yesterday to the Greek people, Mr. GMT. I was listening. Bear. He was saying how much he loves Greek food, Greek people, Greek history, Greek culture.
Who doesn't? Greek food's the best.
I thought there was going to be a highway connecting Greece to Serbia, automatic highway. You know, between us, there are a few countries separating us, but it's okay. But the Serbians, we have a history with Serbia. Archie and Mr. GMT and Lux and Sirocco. There is a history connecting the two people and cultures. One is religion, Orthodox, but also Greek football and Greek basketball. If you believe it exists, it does, but it goes through cycles of.
Give me 1 minute. 1 minute.
Oh,
That's how much Archie cares. You just gotta leave.
What? Okay. What do we do? Do I continue or what the hell? What do I do?
Everyone's got their camera off. I'm gonna turn one off too. Yeah, there we go.
No. You can't do that. You're not allowed to, GMT.
Anyway, Greek football. Just to finish this.
Why?
For Bear, I'm sure Bear will hear this. Greek football in the 80s and 90s was revolutionized because there was a great coach, a player first, who played for AEK, Ike, and then he came and revolutionized the game. In Greece, he was...
Professor, sorry, let me just interrupt. Mr. GMT, part of your contract for being on the show is you have to have the camera on at all time. Sorry,
Hang on, how did I get wrapped into this? Hey? How the fuck did I get wrapped into this?
Well, you are Mr. Sexy after all.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. You know what? Everyone's allowed to dream. I'm dreaming just like everyone else.
There you go.
Okay, so the Serbian guy, this guy, footballer, who played for AEK, Ike, then he became the coach of the same team, and then he moved on to other teams. He was fantastic. He revolutionized Greek football. Of course, the heydays of Greek football was in 2004 when they won by divine intervention, I think, and sheer luck, the European Cup, the Greeks. But yeah, they had the guts because 2004 was a fantastic year for Greece. After that, it went downhill. The Eurovision contest, they won 2004. Then the football, European champions. And then they had the Olympics. 2004 was the golden year of the Hellenic Republic. And today I'm mentioning this because it's the National Day of Greece. So that's very important. But this Serbian guy revolutionized Greek football. In addition to that, Greek basketball was really helped a lot by the intervention of Serbian players and coaches. Serbia is one of the powerhouses when it comes to basketball. So that's really what connects the two cultures and peoples, Serbia and Greece, together. And of course, the flag of Serbia is an old emblem of the Byzantine Empire, Mr. GMT. If you look at the Serbian flag, it's the old flag of the Byzantine Empire. Yeah. I know you guys don't give a shit, but it's okay. I'm okay, fine. I'm talking to myself.
No,
Archie
you're
has
not.
left. I'm talking to myself. Yeah.
I'm listening.
You're not.
One guy is on his boat, the other guy is Italian, and I'm talking about fucking Byzantine. And probably 90% of the people are saying, "Who's this lunatic prof again? Oh, loser!"
No. We love
Ditch
you.
him.
We love you.
No,
But
no, Professor, not at all. Oh, that's why I was upset before. You didn't say hello to me.
no, I'm sorry.
No, but
apologize.
you know, that's how much I love you. I was concerned. I thought maybe
No,
I'd done something
you.
to you.
I say always about you. You are unique. You are unique in so many ways. Not just your personality, but how you see watches, how you perceive watches, how you try to enjoy watches. You're not a flipper. You're a real collector.
No, I'm not a flipper, not at all.
I'm not saying it's bad. You can flip. You know, it's okay. One day I'm straight, the other day I'm gay. I'm flipping all the time. You know, I'm just.
How many times a day do you flip?
It's hilarious.
Hey guys, thank you so much for coming on there. I'm going to go to bed.
Archie, before you go,
Goodbye.
can you tell Mr. GMT it's in his contract to turn on his camera?
Yes, you can. Mr. GMT, he's free to do whatever he wants, but
How's
we love
it?
it.
No.
Do you like
That's
this?
not what we said.
Do you
Yeah.
like this? Do you like this?
It's
As a
very
type?
cool. It's very cool. It's very cool.
My
Do you
son,
think
like,
will they issue a new GMT, Mr. GMT?
well, I was hoping they would go for the all black on Jubilee.
I'm going to go and have a lie down, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much
You
for
look a
coming.
bit tired there, Arch. You do. Look
Yeah,
a bit
I'm
tired.
exhausted. Thank you so much for coming on,
Take
guys.
care.
We love you all.
Look after yourself. Stay sexy.
See you,
my
Archie.
man.
Thank you.
All right,
Good
guys.
evening.
Take
You
it
are a
easy,
legend,
bud.
man.
Bye.
We love you, my man.
We
Take
love
care.
you.
Sweet dreams.
What? There's
Sweet dreams.
there's that silly person
So,
clinging to an
Mr.
upturned boat again.
GMT, you think they for sure they will issue a new GMT? We just don't know what will it be.
You think they'll issue a new one?
Yeah, from the looks of it, yeah, I think whether it's a new
Well,
case
I think it's an
or
Explorer too. I don't think they're going to do anything with the GMTs themselves. I think they're going to do an Explorer two-tone. That's
the
what I
old Archie. Yeah, well, if you look close to the dial on the 50-second thing they have, you will see that it says on the top right master. I don't know how people didn't pick it up, but
Where did he say that? On one of the
yes,
pictures?
yeah. Have a look.
Special
Can we
message
bring that
for you
up,
on the
Lux?
screen there, Mr. GMT.
Who's this person? He
Special
says he
message.
loves me and then he draws me a new one every time it comes on.
Our
Jonathan, come on.
our wonderful friend. We should tell Mr. Jonathan Higgins that he should buy now more watches, or at least take the money out of your bank and buy more watches, my friend, because
You're
the
probably safer
German
that
banking system looks.
So take it out of Deutsche
w-
Bank and just put it into more watches. I agree.
Yeah, it's
Come on and
going
talk to us.
Zimbabwe.
He's got it offshore anyway, this guy. That's how
Ah,
rich
he
he
has
is,
it
got
offshore. Yeah,
Yeah, it's offshore.
between Bora Bora and Hawaii.
Yeah,
and,
that's it.
Colorado.
You got it. See, you know.
I listen to you guys always. Or like Mike the Snake, he has it on a burnt Pantera.
Oh. So I've got barely any money in the bank. Is that safe? Is it?
No, I mean, look, how can look, guys? There is a question.
Well,
should we
if
be
you haven't got
buying?
any money in the bank, you can't lose it.
If
That's
cash,
right.
if fiat money is worthless, and you're saying gold is also not a good thing because you can't eat it, what should we be buying? Food, right? Food and supplies, guns and food.
Well, I don't know. Because for
Who
too
can afford
long,
food? Who can afford food? It's expensive.
No, I mean now.
yeah. But what food? You're gonna store 2 containers of pasta?
Yeah, and tin
Um,
food.
Just buy a container of baked beans and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There is a question here. 12 months outlook. 12-month outlook. It's so far out that I think we should be thinking of what we do next week and the week after, because it doesn't look squeaky clean to me. That we're not being told the truth. We're being told everything is fine. They go out and bail out a bank in the U.S., but then they have 4 other banks that fail. And then they tell us there are 300 regional banks that are similar to that bank. Then they clean they support all the depositors, but then the Secretary of the Treasury says, no, we're not going to have support for all the depositors. There will be a threshold.
Did you say suppository?
No, depositors, not suppository.
depository.
Eventually, it will be a suppository. Yes, for sure.
Eventually
They're going to
will
take
be.
it up the ass. It's going to become a suppository.
That is so true.
You know, gold, they say it's a safe haven, right? Gold hasn't moved. It went from 1900 per ounce dollars to 2000 and then down again. So
There's a lot
where
of
is
people
safety?
preaching out there that gold's the best at the moment. A lot of people
They are
preaching.
full of shit. They are full of shit because we have gone through one of the worst crises. That thing hasn't moved. It went from $1,700 to 1900. So that's it. And if we go in a massive financial collapse, what are we going to do with gold? We're going to buy it for 2000 and sell it to buy a loaf of bread. Great. Or we're going to buy Daytonas and go out and sell the Daytonas for what? For pasta. So I don't know. I think it's screwed up the whole system. There is so much money, liquidity. There is money out there that we printed that somehow these guys have to pull it in. Interest rates keep on going up, so people cannot borrow. And if they have mortgaged stuff and gotten money, they're gonna pay more and more, which means that there's gonna be a recession coming, guys. So I don't know how else to put it. I mean, we can dream, but
I'm lucky that I'm
you know,
not buying any
food is
watches.
high.
Thank God for
You
that.
know,
I'm gone.
GMT, you're lucky, man. You're not in the UK. There are shortages for ordinary vegetables.
Oh shit.
Like cucumbers. I said, okay, cucumber up my ass. I don't want to take it, but vegetables, they can't get vegetables in supermarkets. I mean, this is really odd, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. Do you think they're doing it on purpose to raise the prices?
No, I think it's just they screwed up the system of imports because of customs in the EU and Brexit. That really messed up the UK completely. You know.
You're gonna have to
And-
you're gonna have to have a veggie garden in the back of your yard and just grow your own cucumbers.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
And you know, we had a mild winter in the Western Hemisphere. Next year, if we have a harsh winter, we're crazy. We're gonna be paying gas bills and stuff because the war is gonna go on. The war is gonna go on, and Putin is not gonna give any gas.
I was in the UK in the winter, and I couldn't even turn the heating on because the electric bill was like 10 times the price. Obviously, 10 times a bit of an exaggeration, but it was very, very expensive.
10 times.
I mean,
Jesus
even on
Christ.
some of these streams, you guys saw me how I would wrap up like an onion to show up because my place was
Yeah.
freezing.
Electricity is so expensive. Gas is so expensive. It's crazy.
I used to pay 150 for gas, Lux and GMT. Now I'm paying 800 quid.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. From 150 to
Crazy.
800.
It's crazy, isn't it?
This is just
They
the
were
start.
saying like 35% of the public in the UK, gas users, cannot afford to pay their gas. You know, now we're into the spring, but what will happen next winter? So I'm not sure, guys. Next 12 months, I'm not even looking that far. Just looking at the next month if we're gonna make it. If the
If
banks
you
are
want the
gonna be
answers to
solid.
all of your questions, go watch IPEC Goat 2.
My barber raised his price for a haircut by 6. Yeah. And actually, this is an excellent example. I use it for my basic economics. When you see your barber raising by this much, that's quite telling where inflation is going and what is happening to prices in the economy.
Jeez. I'm gonna
You know, for instance, the euro dollar fluctuates. Usually in the old days, you know, before inflation, all this craziness, it used to fluctuate by, 200, 300 basis points in a quarter. Now, 200 to 300 basis points up and down can happen within 3 or 4 days. You know, variation, that is, Mr. GMT. So it goes up and down by 3 to 4%. We haven't seen this, and so we have a confluence of events happening at the same time. Stock market's falling, gold doesn't go, precious metal doesn't go up.
So are you doing anything to prepare?
No, what can I do? I mean, I have some money in the bank. Okay, inflation is eating it into that deposit. What can I do? I can't stash it. If I stash it in what do I do in the backyard? The rabbits will eat it.
No. What I think is go to the mountains, go to Scotland, build yourself a little cabin.
And get drunk.
Yeah,
whiskey.
and go fuck off over there. When the shit hits the fan, go drive up to Scotland and live in the
What about
mountains.
if we come to Thailand? How's Thailand?
Oh, it'd be just as bad. Every country.
Well,
in the world would be
you're
just as
not
bad.
doing very well as well. You got erections in May, as my Japanese friends say.
I get erections every day.
No, my Japanese say elections.
Oh, elections. I thought you said erections.
Erections. We have erections. So
I get
you
them
have
every day. I
erections
can't
coming
stop
up in
them.
May.
Okay.
For which country?
Yours, Thailand.
I can't talk about that. You'll get
No,
me
it's
locked
okay.
up in prison.
You can read it.
If I talk about that.
Yeah, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
No.
That's the last thing we need. Jesus, there'll be no night shows then.
There's no freedom of speech here. We got Mr. Zoso. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Zoso, my sexy friend.
Hello, Mr. GMT. How are you, sir?
Fantastic, brother. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm listening to the professor, and I wanted to ask him some questions because I have some concerns, and I'm curious about his take on this. I mean, the cost of living has gotten so high. I mean, some people live above that, so they have enough money where the cost of living doesn't matter to them.
Yeah.
But that's a very small percentage of people. And now the cost of living is so high that we can't afford to pay people enough for them to live adequately. So they won't work. And
yeah.
I'm just wondering if, maybe this is a planned strategy. I don't know why, but I don't know what the end game is here, because at this point, with eggs and just the necessities of life, because I heard you talking about the cucumbers, it's hard to get vegetables, and it's true everywhere, even in the United States, things are much less. There's much less availability than there used to be 3 years ago, and that's a very dramatic turnaround in a very short amount of time. And things have gone up, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but in some cases 10 times the amount cost-wise. And I'm, we're all obviously worried about the environment, right? So our government is very worried about our environment, and they don't want big trucks anymore. And there are a lot of people living in the inner cities who don't have access to gardens. They can't grow a garden in their backyard. What are we going to do for these people? And now we're pricing them out to where they can't even go shopping. And if they want to do a menial job and make a living, they can't afford basic necessities. What's going on? What's your opinion on this?
Yeah, I think you described exceptionally well the situation. And this is what worries me, that a lot of countries are facing the same difficulties at the same time, which is historically unusual. And when you read, for instance, that now we need to worry about pig prices because the Chinese have problems with their pigs. There is a disease, then there is bird flu, plus commodity inflation, agricultural inflation. I don't know, and the solution is not easy. It's not easy. The central banks and bankers believe that by increasing rates, they will address the issue of inflation, whilst the biggest danger now is that as they increase, they might kill the economy and force the economy into a recession. And by economy, here I'm referring to the largest and most influential, which is the American economy. Regardless what we think of the Chinese and everybody else in emerging markets, the US economy is the most important economy. When the Fed raises rates, everybody else has to follow suit. When the dollar goes down, it helps countries or it destroys countries. So I don't think the politicians right now are able to offer solutions. There are too many problems out there, and I think there are so many of them, the problems, that the politicians cannot find solutions. And
Yeah.
We're just in the middle of a mess. And I find it easy. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
That's what I'm wondering. Where's the end game here? I understand what they're trying to accomplish, and you pointed it out. And we've talked about this before, where you raise the basis points to a point where you break the you break the buyer, and he can no longer afford to to go out and borrow money. Money is no longer cheap, obviously. I think that just an opinion, but I think that the fact that there's so much counterfeit money out in the world right now, especially in the United States, that they had no choice. I don't know how they're going to fix that. Also, with the obviously, I think crypto was a big problem that they just fell asleep on it, and it generated so much influx of of retail that it went through the roof. I don't know how they're going to get a hold of that either. I'm thinking maybe the plan is to weed out the cryptocurrency and make their own, and maybe reset the current currency.
That's what I think.
Destroy it, eliminate it, because we're people don't realize this, but it's almost impossible now for the common man to survive.
Exactly.
It's a way of getting rid of cash as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to put it in simpler terms so that everybody can understand.
Governments of the world hate cash. They want to get rid of cash. They want to control all aspects of money, and cash is a major problem. You know how many times now in the UK that I've been back to the UK and tried to pay with cash, and shops, big shops like WH Smith's, Marks and Spencer's have refused my cash and said, sorry, card only.
it's
Mr. Zoso, the other thing is that crypto has never been accepted by the central banks. They see it as a threat. Countries see it as a threat,
But they can make
threat
their own version.
to their sovereignty. But right now, we're seeing a structural shift. A lot of people are exiting the deposits of normal commercial banks and putting money in crypto. And that thing, you know, Bitcoin and the other one, Ethereum, they keep on going up, despite the fact that stocks are dropping every day. And that's something very confusing for governments and central banks.
Yeah, I mean it's it's fast money, and there's so many ways of hiding, the worth and the amount that you can obtain. There's no way to control it, and I think that's the biggest issue. And they're trying to figure out a way where they can control, electronic currencies, and they haven't really figured a way where they can control it. I mean, when the government of the United States says that they want to know how someone got $400, they want to know where the $400 came from in a private savings account or checking account. Something's wrong.
You try to go to a bank. Let's say you got 100 grand in your bank. You go to the bank right now and say, I want 100 grand out in cash. They won't give it to you. They don't have it.
Well, they never would.
Yeah.
They never would. They don't want to. It's not that they have it once. They don't want to give it to you. So there's a difference.
I think what I can say, Mr. Zoso, is that we live in very strange times, stranger than at any point I've seen since I've been observing markets in the mid 1990s. I've been through a few crises: the Mexican crisis, the South Korean crisis, where I was involved in helping South Korea. From there on, the dot-com crisis, where I was in Washington myself, and then the 08, 09, where I was part of the machine in Wall Street, the banks. This kind of crisis, I don't understand it. I cannot get it. It's not a clear-cut crisis. It's neither a banking crisis or an economic crisis or just purely financial. There is a war going on at the same time. Emerging markets, which for long we thought they're safe, they're getting hammered. You got General Saad's country, which is completely in crisis, obliterated. I don't even know how they're going to make it over the next 6 months. You got Egypt, which is in perpetual death. You got a lot of countries in Africa that are trying to make it. South Africa doesn't even have more than 3 hours of electricity every day. There is something really wrong going on. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you. Normally, I'm able to figure out what's wrong, and now I can't. This is the problem.
Exactly.
There's always a way to figure out how to make more money. That's usually what the government's plan is. The government's plan is to, break the economy, and there's got to be a way to profit from that. And that's what I'm not seeing now. I'm not seeing a way out of the woods here where we're going to profit from this. Where we're going to let me rephrase that. Where we're going to prosper from it. I don't see where we're going to prosper from what we're going through right now.
Very well said. Very well said. They're telling us the Chinese economy is in a crisis. Japan is not growing. Zero growth there. Plus, they're aging. Where is growth going to come from? The U.S., which is the most important and central economy in the world, is exactly what you described. You look at equity markets. You look at the stock market in the U.S. Pensioners, 401k holders, they have substantial issues. You know, my family, my extended family, they live in America. I have aunts and uncles. My dad was an American, so for long, they've been there, worked their lives all, and now they've seen their 401ks, you know, in disaster territory.
I mean, yeah, it's true. There is a crisis, and that you have that. It's always been the same. You have the haves and the have-nots. So the haves are okay, but they're a very small percentage of people. What happens when the percentage goes so small? The only thing that can really come to fruition is revolution. I don't see a way out of this. And the only thing I can think of, and it doesn't really make that much sense to me, but it's a long shot, is what I'm saying, is that they're going to try and reinvent our our money.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of that makes any sense. I can't, because they are going to break this economy. This economy is going to break. We cannot continue to raise the basis points on lending. I mean, that's listen. The only way to make money in the United States, real money, is to get banks to loan you money. That's how you make money. You use other people's money.
Exactly.
That's how you make money. Okay,
Exactly.
Real money. Anybody could live comfortably and have a 401k and have a good job and make over $250,000 a year. That's fine. But if you want to get fuck you money and get rich, you got to learn how to figure out how to get the banks to give you unlimited lines of credit so you can build and buy anything you want and use that money to make more money with almost no risk. That's the beauty of that. What the hell's going on now? Because you can't do that.
Yeah.
It can't be done at this point. So yeah, I'm baffled, and I'm glad to hear that you are as well, because it makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You know, a couple of people who are quite smart asked me the other day, Mr. Zoso. They said, "Are we going into some kind of a World War III?" And you never get this question when things are good, right? Especially when they're intelligent people. And now I asked them, and I said, "What makes you think like this?" And they said exactly what you and I just said, that we are very confused. What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. Normally there's a path that you can plot out and you can figure, all right, well, here's what's going to happen next. Well, the only problem is what's going to happen next is not happening. And I say to myself, well, maybe it's going to take longer than we figured. Okay. But if you look at our past and the way these types of things were handled in the past, we are way above that. We're way past that point where things were supposed to change already. That hasn't. There's no hope in sight.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm like trying to figure. All right. Well, where does this end, and how does it end? And I can't come up with a solution.
No, the same. You know, fourth quarter of 2022, I had to talk to some people. They asked me, hey, professor, what's your outlook for 2023? And I said, it's looking brighter. You know, equities will start going up. We will not have to increase rates so quickly and all of that. Economic recovery, look at Europe, look at the US. China is ending its lockdown at some point. They'll come back. We'll see more consumers back in China, greater, sentiment. Confidence is coming back. Great. Well, we are in March, April, Mr. Zoso. I'm not optimistic about 2023.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
By the way, guys, I'm going to shut the show down in about 1 minute, okay? But you can continue talking backstage if you want to talk to each other.
Well, no, listen. I very much appreciate the opportunity to talk to the professor. I'm sorry, it was a little bit selfish of me, but I had these things that are on my mind that I wanted to, get a perspective of, and
no, thank you, Mr. Zoso. You're very. I really like your questions, and always you're excellent, and you also make a lot of sense when it comes to watches. I really appreciate your candor, your thinking. This community, you guys are fantastic. Thank you.
Well, you're an unexpected, I'm going to say, and thank you for the kind words, but you're an unexpected asset that we have here. I mean, we like to kid around, and so do you. We like to joke around and have fun, and we need to do that. But it's pretty rare. We have a lot of businessmen on this channel who run very successful, lucrative businesses, and you are a study. This is what you do for a living. You follow economies, and you figure out, and you have hard data. The smartest of businessmen in the world do not have that access. So you're a tremendous asset, and I appreciate you coming on and sharing some laughs, and also giving us some insight. Nobody has the gospel of what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. But it's interesting to at least have some input, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also,
no, thank you. And if you're planning to do a trip to Germany,
what's going to happen, what's not going to happen.
Sorry to interrupt.
But it's interesting to at least have some input. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also,
thank you. Sorry, and if you're planning to,
I love listening to myself.
I'll keep it going for another half hour if you like.
It's up to you.
I'm going to jump off in about 5 minutes, so it's up to you guys.
Yeah, I'll
also
for another 27 minutes, half an hour, something like that.
Right.
If Mr. Zoso, you're planning to visit Europe or Germany or something, or the UK, please let me know.
I would love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're my wife and I are thinking about taking a trip to Australia maybe next year, and she wants to. She's of German descent, so we're definitely going to do Germany at some point.
No, wonderful. I'm right now, these days, I'm in Switzerland, not for the watches and bankruptcies. I'm actually looking at the other bankruptcy, which is Credit Suisse. So I've been asked to visit and look at some aspects of that. I'm looking at things that do not make a lot of sense, to be honest. I do not understand how a bank can decide to announce that they're not going to pay the bond holders of these issued bonds, and they will disregard around 18 to 28 billion worth of bonds that these ordinary people and less ordinary wealthy individuals and institutions have bought. I mean, this is very bad if this happens. So you can imagine how it can cascade and turn out to be far worse than we thought.
Well, let me ask you something. Is it possible, and this would be a doomsday scenario, and it's been running in the back of my head for a while. Is it possible that the legitimate banks were in such fear of the crypto that they quietly invested in it and now are panicking because they realize that there's a strong possibility that it may be worthless?
Difficult to say because I don't know. I don't have the answer.
I don't either, but I'm just trying to figure out where, liquidity is all of a sudden gone from where'd it go? Where did it go? So I'm thinking that maybe they got into the to the crypto market without without public knowledge, and they're fucked. And now this is their way of just folding up and starting over again.
Yeah. Well, in a way, they gave it out to people and they invested it, but also they have it on their balance sheet. A lot of the money that they printed, they used it, Mr. Zoso, since the previous financial crisis to get the economy going. They gave it to the banks. Remember, they had to bail out the big banks, and then the big banks started bailing out each other. And then the banks, instead of during Obama, remember he came out and said, "Oh, I'm going to reform the banking structure in the U.S." The banks that were bailed out ended up becoming bigger by 3 or 4 times than what they were pre-crisis.
I mean, you can't just print more money all the time. That's that. This is almost the definition of insanity.
Correct.
So,
but this is what they did. This is exactly what they did, and we all got into thinking that somehow we reached La La Land, and we're all into, fantastic growth era, and stocks were going up. Everybody was making money. Smart people, stupid people, everybody was happy. Now it's the reality hitting home, and possibly there is no way out of this, and we have to go through a much more longer financial crisis than we were told. Financial crisis, we were told, or a recession takes 12 to 18 months, possibly 2 years. The only time we went through 4 consecutive years of equity crisis, meaning falling 1 year after the other consecutively, was back in 29. And in 29, we had 1929 crash, 1930, 31, 32, 33, and it really took FDR to come in and issue this big plan to get the economy out. I'm not sure what's the big plan now. Is it the green technology? We don't even have lithium ion batteries to get the electric cars going. That's the stupidest thing. I remember you and I spoke about this, and we are completely aligned. I don't even know these politicians understand how we're going to get, what is the nature of the crisis, and how we're going to find a solution. This is not an ordinary crisis, what we're going through.
Well, I can tell you that I'm familiar with how these batteries are made and where all the raw materials are coming from, and if they think that's going to save the earth, they're out of their fucking minds, and they're not paying attention. They're not paying attention. It's actually going to make things worse.
Yeah.
I mean, if the United States government, the plan that they're on right now, succeeds at what they want to do, what they want to accomplish, it'll cripple the world financially. It just doesn't make sense right now, especially with a war going on. All right, almost all wars come to an end. How do we know that? It's unpredictable. We don't know how long this is going to last. And a lot of the raw materials that are used to produce these items are from the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Okay, and neon. A lot of raw materials that are used to produce these items, and it's impossible to quickly duplicate natural resources. It's impossible. So I'm not sure what the plan is. Not sure. So it's above my pay grade, Professor.
Yeah. I don't think they have a plan, by the way. And that's the scariest thing.
That's what I'm thinking, because the plan they have in place right now doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
It doesn't. In the way that the things are working currently, it's just like a big fat cup of hope, which you can't do that. It has to be reality. There's no reality in the plan.
I couldn't agree more.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go buy a watch today.
You know what? I don't think this is a bad idea, honestly.
That's what I'm going to do. Not going to lie. I am. I'm going to go. I'm going to
If
buy a
you-
Lexus.
What are you buying,
Yeah.
Mr. Zozo?
I'm going to the authorized dealer, and I'm not going to say any more than that.
Okay.
All right, sir.
You've had a call.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a happy boy.
There we go.
Does the missus know?
So pretty soon, here's what's going to happen. We're going to have to put a headset in front of our eyes to be able to enjoy life, because reality really sucks.
So I'm guessing on the next Archie Luxury live stream, we'll have an unboxing, Mr. Zozo.
It's possible.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope so.
You know something, I have a lot of admiration for our general, General Saad, and his country has never
Is he still there?
imagined.
I don't know. But I'm going to have to bid you guys adieu. Thank you for letting me come on, and I'll see you
Thank you,
guys
Mr.
tonight.
Zoso. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you,
sir.
gentlemen. See you soon.
Thank you.
See you soon. Cheers. Good luck with the dealer.
Thank you.
Oh, have a great day.
Sirocco, how do you cook every day on your boat?
Yeah, sometimes I get lazy,
Okay.
but yeah, carry on.
And do you have also a little boat that goes with a big boat?
I've got a little inflatable dinghy which goes with the big boat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
By the way,
as much as I know about boats.
Okay.
I need to head off. I need to go find some food for the girlfriend. So if it's cool, I will head off.
Yeah,
Lux,
no
why
worries.
don't you send a girlfriend to get food?
Because she's at work.
Ah, okay.
She works.
Yeah, she's bringing in the money.
Excellent.
I need to go and get it.
Okay, but this is great. This is fantastic.
I
Excellent.
sent her out to get some money, so
This
that sounds really bad.
excellent. Couldn't support you more.
Sounds freaking shocking.
Sounds really bad, don't it? Fuck.
It really does. I like it though. It's good.
I talk too much. I said too much.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I can keep the show going until the top of the hour. I've asked Dodger,
Thank you.
Dodger's a bit busy, so we'll go till 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. my time, which is another 15 odd minutes.
We have Bondage and Disciplines in the house. Hello, Bondage.
Bondage and Disciplines in the house. We have royalty in the house on the morning
Don't
show
talk about work
the
on
US.
this channel.
I try not to talk about work.
Who
Everyone else
is
seems to talk about
bondage?
work.
Who is bondage and discipline, guys?
Royalty.
He's royalty.
Royalty? Which
he's
country?
Archie Luxury live stream royalty, and he's in the United States.
Ah, okay. Of the American royal family?
No, the Archie Luxury channel royalty.
Oh. Okay.
I would
Possibly American royalty as well. I don't know about that.
I would like to hear him talk with you, Professor. Bondage, can you?
That'd be quite interesting. I'll drop the link.
Okay.
So we've got Jay Gray as well. Welcome,
Is
Jay
it
Gray.
a bondage?
And Jay Gray's here. He's been here
Hello.
sitting there patiently for a while.
I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, Lux.
Elf Professor. You can stay on and
Oh,
talk to Jay
thanks.
Gray.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all the super chatters as well. Cheers, guys.
Bye, Lux.
Cheers, Lux. Take it easy, bud. And then there were 3. Hopefully we'll go 4.
I'm just going to. Well, Professor, you're saying some very interesting things.
Thank you, sir.
Do you think that in the end it will be a complete restructure that we'll face?
Maybe. Look, some people have said it in the comments that, look, we have gone through cycles of, crisis and then healthier times and peaks and troughs. They happen, this is the business cycle. But this is a little bit more unusual in terms of what is happening out there. I tend to be an optimist. We're not going to see everything disappearing, but I think it's going to take longer than we thought to get out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hello.
Sorry, I
Oh,
apologize.
dead air. Sorry.
I got interrupted. So yeah, I think that it's going to take longer for us to get through this crisis. I'm not a Dr. Doom. I have a couple of colleagues who shine in this business of dooming everybody, but there are difficulties right now, and I don't think the politicians are equipped, nor economists for that also matter, equipped with the right kind of brains. It's difficult. Yeah.
Is there historical precedence for this kind of situation that we face?
Yes and no. The quick answer is that not every crisis is the same, and not usually. When people tell you history repeats itself, this is an illusion. History doesn't repeat itself, and we are in kind of a unique circumstance where we have a lot of liquidity out there, a lot of issued paper, bonds, government debt that central banks have. We have a war in the middle of Europe. We have China slowed down. There are a lot of issues. A lot of small countries, important small countries, have crises. So I don't think this is normal. Yes, we've gone through different sorts of crises. I mean, the one in 08, 09 was it started in the US with the CDOs and leveraged home market and the low end home market, and they went into the banking sector and so forth. But I think the middle class, the big takeaway is also the middle class is shrinking, and fewer people have money to buy things. Their purchasing power is declining. There is a kind of a lurking story about, where is the West going? Our generation will have a more difficult time to get things compared to the previous generation. So, and also remember, not everyone can make money at the same time. Money goes from one side, but taken from the other side, right? Not everybody in the stock market makes money. Somebody buys and somebody sells. So, but I don't think it's a clear precedent. Yes, we always had financial crisis. We always had banking crisis, but the one that failed in the U.S., the California one, was a very stupid crisis, and usually stupid things happen very quickly, and when they happen, the crisis just they get out of control. So the Silicon Valley Bank had done a very stupid thing, which you think a bank would not do, but people do stupid things, even smart people. So they borrowed short term, so all their deposits were short term, and all their lending was long term. So when interest rates started going up, you know what happened? they couldn't balance the bank's income very easily, and they collapsed. Now, if you have 300 other banks like this, or 50 other banks, you will not be able to support the entire banking system. So that's what worries people. And at the same time, we were meant to believe that the Swiss banking system was fantastic, but here we have the largest bank which just collapsed, which the government forced the second largest bank to buy out, basically without any questions asked. And the price was offered by the government. No questions about competition policy and all of that. So, you know, there are certain uniqueness to the crisis that we're facing now. Plus, you know, the whole war and the energy crisis situation in Europe and so forth. You know.
Bondage, g'day.
Good morning,
Oh.
good evening. How is everyone?
Oh, hello.
Right,
Good
thanks
morning.
for joining in.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. So, how is everyone? You sound right to me, Professor.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, don't call me sir. Even though I'm pretty close to British royalty. The Archieverse is kind of the same thing.
Oh, okay. How should I call you? You have a very long name. Bondage.
You could just call me Bondage.
Bondage. Okay.
Mhm. Or, you know. So, well, you guys went silent. I just want to say hello. I'm about to go ski. So.
Oh, ski. Oh.
Yeah. A nice frigid 5-degree Fahrenheit morning here in Beaver Creek. So.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah. I want to ski with you one day.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I started skiing when I was like 4. But then I had to move to countries and lived in countries that had the opposite of snow. So I forgot the skiing. But it's lovely. It's a beautiful sport. Oh, you're so blessed and lucky.
Yeah, no, it's nice living close to the resorts for sure. So.
And technology has improved so much. Skiing now is a pleasure. Back when I started learning, it was like I was trying to pull a tooth out of me.
Wooden skis, Professor?
No, not that old. Yeah, I'm not 805. No. But no, they were I had Rossignol, wonderful brand. I mean, so they were in the early 1970s, of course. But you know, technology now massively has improved over the last 15 years. Design, the boots, and all that. Fantastic. We should organize an Archie trip to the mountains.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that for
Archie
sure.
on skis. There's an image you want to see.
Rolling down the mountain.
You know what? Just Archie on the bunny slope would be worth it. So.
God.
All right, guys, I got to go grab breakfast and head out. But thanks for letting me on. And hey,
yeah, thanks for joining.
It's good to hear a chat. Have a good one, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
So where were we? Jonathan and Jaguar, you were discussing. I'm just keeping out of it because I know nothing.
Where is the general? Our general?
I don't know. Haven't seen him tonight.
Where's General Sad? We want our general.
No idea.
So, Sirocco, do you actually lose money, a lot of money, if you sell your boat? Is it like a car depreciating in value?
It is the description of a boat is, you know, people say it's a big hole in the water you throw money into, and it's spot on. I think in my case it's slightly different because actually it is my house as well. So you know, I'm investing in my house, just like you would bricks and mortar, if that makes sense. But at the end of the day, if and when I come to sell this thing to buy upgraded or whatever, I'll lose a lot of money. You know,
No.
you don't generally make money. Actually, during the pandemic, people were making money on boats, but that's sort of come to an end now, and things are starting to settle down. People paying crazy dollars for used boats. It was just ridiculous. I had friends who bought a boat brand new. 3 years later, they sold it for what they paid for it.
Right.
You know, and
I think during
had
the
used it.
pandemic, everybody was making money.
Yeah, it was just crazy. You know, and caravans and boats were just ridiculously expensive. But now that's slowly starting to correct, and especially with the interest rates going up, everything's starting to correct, and people, they spent so much money on this stuff, and they're going, well, I can travel again, I can go overseas again, which obviously we couldn't do. So that's why they got into boating and caravanning and whatever. And now they can travel. They don't need these things anymore. So yeah, but no, you lose money. You do. And I've been throwing money hand over fist the past couple of months. So that'll be about it. It's all relative. You know, I spend money on my boat just like you'd spend money on your house. You've got to maintain stuff. If you don't maintain anything, if you don't maintain a house, what happens? You lose money.
Right.
Yeah, guys,
You're gonna head out. I'll head out as well.
At about the top of the hour, so we got about 3 or 4 minutes, unless another admin comes in and wants to keep it going. Starting to get late.
Sirocco, is the boat a way to attract women? I mean, do you find it a way to get women, or do you get the wrong women? Is it, or it doesn't matter?
I like to think it's actually me that attracts the women, and then the boat is a bonus for them.
Oh, that's also yeah. Let me ask you. The other day, you said something about you banged your watch. You hit it. You made a dent on the bezel.
I smashed the bezel on my sub date, and
your bluesy.
Not the bluesy, no, thank God, not the bluesy. Jesus Christ,
okay.
No,
The other one
really made me cry. My other one, yeah, the 116610.
It's the aluminum.
Sorry?
Is it the
ceramic.
aluminum?
No,
it's ceramic, and it cracked.
Ceramic.
It cracked.
It's just cracked around or almost sort of hit the indices, the number 8 indices on the bezel, if that makes sense. And I only noticed it because I was just happened to, I was wearing my glasses, and I never noticed it. I kind of half remember doing it, but I can't remember when it was. But I do kind of remember it, and I actually banged it against an anchor walking past the boat, and I just happened to look at it, and I went, "What the fuck?" And I got my loop out and went, "Oh shit!" So yeah, damage.
Right.
Damage
and
that ceramic.
You have to take it to repair it for repair, right?
I imagine they just throw another bezel on it, and I'm just looking at it and going, you know what? I don't really see it. It's like my two-tone Yachtmaster when I bought it. The gold bezel had a scratch when I bought it, and I sort of remember looking at it when I bought it and before I bought it, and I went, yeah, should I be buying this thing? Because it had a nice scratch on the matte. On the matte bezel, and then I thought, nah, fuck it, I'll just buy it anyway. I got a bit of a discount, not a lot, and now when I wear it, I don't really notice.
Right. Well, many of these things, you just wear them in good health, as they say nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially
and
when,
my Yachtmaster that I'm wearing at the moment, my Blue Dial Yachtmaster. I just noticed yesterday just a very little slight scratch on the platinum bezel, but it's that small that you really don't notice it. So it is what it is. You wear these.
You have the blue dial.
I do. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love it. I haven't worn it for ages. I was saying yesterday, I haven't worn it for ages, and I was just wearing my sub date, and then the bluesy, then the two-tone Yachtmaster, and then I thought yesterday, I really need to wear that again, and I love it, and I don't want to take it off. Actually, when I go overseas next month or in May, I think this is going to be the watch that I wear.
Oh yes, you're right. You're going to America. As I was traveling yesterday, I was on my way to the airport, and then from the airport to whatever, I was listening to you. You were talking with this.
Yeah, with this and Jean-Claude Biver.
Jean-Claude, and you were
yeah.
talking about your trip to. You're first going to go to Chicago.
I'm going to the UK first for a couple of
Yes.
weeks, and then I fly to New York,
There
and
you
then who's that? Marcelo's blocked. Yes, he is.
Who is that?
What was I saying? Yeah, I'm going to fly to New York, have a couple of days in New York, and then fly to Ohio for about a week, 10 days. And then we're flying down to Vegas, and we're going to do a tour around the Grand Canyon for a week or so. And then back to Vegas, and then up to Chicago for a couple of days, and then home. Another big trip. I will never do another trip like last year, which was I was away for 5 months last year, and that was just too much. By the time I come home, it was just, I was fed up with traveling, living out of a suitcase for all that time. So I'll do that again.
Yeah.
Anybody in my neck of the woods, Sirocco?
You're in Canada, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were looking at going to Canada for, I forget where, Toronto.
Well, that's my front yard.
That's your front yard. We were looking at that, and I don't know why we didn't. Can't remember. I think we just decided to do the Grand Canyon stuff, and then, she's got stuff to do at the end of June.
You should take a helicopter. Are you taking a helicopter? Around the Grand
Vegas
Canyon?
or Grand Canyon? I
Grand
don't know.
Canyon.
We're
should.
staying at a couple of lodges. We're going to the North Rim and the South Rim, and I forget all these frigging places. We booked it a few weeks ago. So and that's a possibility. Who knows? We might well do that. But we'll just have to see, guys. It's 11:03 p.m. There's no one else jumping on. There's no other admin around, unfortunately, and I think I might have to shut it down if you don't mind. You guys can talk in the back room still, obviously, if you want to. Thanks everyone who jumped on. Lux for starting it up. Archie, obviously, for doing whatever he did.
For sleeping.
For sleeping, yeah.
Thank you for sleeping.
Mr. GMT for jumping on, and anyone who's super chatting.
And Mr. Zoso.
Mr. Zoso, of course, yeah. And
Mr. Bondage and Discipline.
Yeah, first time we've seen Bondage and Discipline on this time slot. So hopefully you can do that in the future. I don't know how the timing works for the United States at the moment. What is the time there? Let's have a look. What is the time there? Oh, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, it's pretty early in where Bondage is. So yeah, hopefully a few more will jump on another time. Anyway, guys, thanks for jumping on. Please upvote on the way out, and enjoy your days and nights or evenings wherever you are in the world. See you later.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.